A brand new week. It's time for the best show on the internet, Market Movers with Trader Pratt and the beautiful Miss V.
Thank you, Brad. Hey guys, I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for joining us today. As usual, be active on the chat, ask us anything, and please give us your like. Brad, how's your morning going?
Not bad at all. Just taking opportunities wherever I could
Okay.
find. Currently
Awesome.
in a trade that I'm trying to see what this trade can work out for me. Besides that, lots of time left for the rest of the day. Market's trying to move around. Let's. I guess we're on my face or my screen already, so we can show you a couple trades that I went through today. So I was scalping the shorts and the longs on SoFi between this range. Obviously, this range now breaking. I'm not in the trade anymore. We're just waiting for it to see what new ranges that wants to give us. That was my first trade to start off the day with. Then I heard, Sean was taking 145.50 shorts Apple. So I got into that short real quick, and I got out of that for, I believe, about 50 cents winner. Scalped out of that quick one. Not try to hold anything. Also got into a little bit of a Facebook short near 200. Got into a winner, then got stopped out, got back in for another winner. So that was a successful trade over there. But my biggest trade today so far was actually Beyond Meat. So Beyond Meat on the earnings days and every couple days since then, we've been watching Beyond Meat go all the way to the north side, and finally a point where Beyond Meat seems to have stopped finding buyers and has capped itself off. It was around $32, giving me the opportunity to load up near 31, risking the high day from pre-market, which was 31.30. Got short Beyond Meat, multiple exits to the downside, still holding some shares to see how much more I can get out of it. I have my stop out. I could pretty much move my stop down to the break of VWAP or to break of $30. That way I get stopped out in profit. Granted, I would already be about 91 cents in the money if I get stopped out of the $30 level. So just letting the stock work for me at the moment. Beyond does seem to want to extend its losses, only down 7%, almost 8% at the moment. I'm saying only because it's not on SSR. So I'm expecting the stock to go on SSR. Markets are still weak. Nasdaq is currently down 1.3% today. S&P 500 down 0.72. So markets obviously still very weak, and no buyers are on the board yet. So I'm expecting Beyond to hit the SSR level. For anyone who's wondering what SSR level means, it's when a stock goes more than 10% to the downside. It triggers a market mechanic which basically stops people from piling into the short side altogether. This mechanic is not impossible to short the stock, but it makes it a little bit harder. So what your requirements are at that point is for the stock to actually make a tick higher, make a green tick for you to get short. You cannot just take off the liquidity on the left side. So that's not there yet for Beyond, but I'm guessing that's where it's heading down to.
Brad, Tesla down 4% on the day. Low of the day is now 733.70, around that area. And I know that Mr. Curran was calling out that 734 level all the way back in the pre-market. So congratulations on your analysis, Mr. Curran. Calling out for a long opportunity out of this level. We will see, guys, where Tesla will go, if it will want to break that 730 level, or indeed it will be a great level for long opportunities. I was trading Tesla in the morning today, so first I had a beautiful short trade, but then I gave up all my gains by entering in another short at 745, where Tesla found bottom at that period of time, and I just had to get out. But now look at where we are. We broke that 740, and I'm excited to see where Tesla can go.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a order here at 215. Someone mentioned iceberg order 215 on Rivian, I guess. Currently down 5%. The order seems to keep, I don't know if it's a legitimate order because it keeps on flashing and then disappearing. So it was at 214, it was at 215. They seem to be taking size every that's a spoof, man. That's a spoof. That's an algo going crazy at the moment. Like look, no one's actually taking that size, right? And when they start taking the size, they just pull the order and they move it to a penny higher. So that's that's illegal what's going on over here, at least from my perspective. Unless my level 2 might be glitching out to the point where I'm just seeing these numbers flash up. But the fact that they're not actually taking any size on those orders, and they just keep pulling it as soon as they're about to take it, that's a spoof order, trying to trick people to see that, or trying to stuff the stock down. That is basically, they're trying to stuff it down, and they're failing to do so. So not sure what that person's agenda is, but just be careful trying to lean on that size. You know, I like front running size all the time, but not when it's an obvious spoof like that. It's very scary to see what's happening on this side. So Rivian is getting crushed to the downside already, down 6% today, and people are trying to stuff it even more. Is Luna a bottom buy? Sadly, I don't know the answer to that. You know, we don't have the future for the crystal ball to tell the future on anything. So I don't know if the bottom's in yet. We don't know if the bottom will never be in. You know, anything is possible. So you gotta risk assessment on your own side as to when you want to be investing in more cryptocurrencies or anything else. But you know, this is a stock market show, so we're gonna stick to stocks. We'll talk about a quick run through of cryptocurrencies later on for sure.
A few people call out that Redbox Prat, RGBX, and we have 3 million volume currently. Average volume for Redbox is around 11 million, so volume is not that high today. But anyways, great jump to the upside at the open for Redbox, up more than 12%. Congratulations everyone who caught that move. And again, half the day we have now 3.12. We're now at $3 even. So guys, let's see if Redbox will try to get to that day highs and maybe even break that.
Yeah, Redbox seems to have found some support over here in this range over here from 320 to 250, 240-ish or so. We got some levels obviously at 11, at 8, and then also at 850. Now it's used to be 8. And then we got some levels over here that we can take a look at. Actually, instead of doing that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So we got some levels over here that we're watching on Redbox. Currently, this 324 high. That's from not too long ago. Looks like from, when is it? 11th of May will be something to keep an eye out for. Where's the chart currently? So what number did I say? 11? Sorry, 313? No, I didn't say 313. I think 324 or something. 320. So 320 high. Today high being 313, so pretty close to being that 320 high on Redbox. Let's see if they actually managed to burst through the 320 high today with 3 million shares. I think the relative volume on that one should be good too. Let's confirm that. Redbox relative volume. Ooh, actually no, it's less than 1 relative volume, so a little bit low on the volume end. Maybe not enough actually volume today to take out a breakout exit. A breakout trade coming in on Redbox near 320, so I'm expecting that weak high coming in to as a barrier for another day or two until the stock actually picks up some volume. Obviously, with the market screaming to the downside, Nasdaq down 1.5, S&P 500 down almost 1% today. I don't really know if the volume on Redbox can show up anytime yet.
We've got a super chat from Pico de Gallo. Thank you so much. I hope you're on a green side, having a profitable day. And Pico de Gallo says, can we get a TA on Terra Luna, which is Luna, so TA, I guess, technical analysis. We were just talking about that Luna. So I'm not really quanted to that Luna, but I hear that everyone talk about that lately. It's crypto name, right?
Yeah.
So Bitcoin back below 30,000, guys. And I don't know, Brad, if we told enough of that, or you want to take a look at Luna again?
We'll take a look at crypto
Sure.
after. You know,
Sure.
it's a stock show anyways. There's a TA on crypto will be a whole different deal over there. Well, we'll quickly run through crypto after, guys. Currently, I want to see Spotify. Apple partners with podcast hosting platforms for subscriptions. However, Spotify isn't among the initial list of partners. So Apple disrupting Spotify over there. Brandon put it in our work chat about 8 minutes ago. So Spotify now pushing to the downside. Quickly poking my head over to see if they're talking about it on any other news channels or anything. Not really, but Spotify pushing to the downside. Big volume candle coming in not too long ago. As you guys can see, 800,000 shares traded today, and now we're expecting Spotify's relative volume to be a little over 1. Yeah, slightly over 1 as expected. Pushing more, but I'm guessing, eventually Spotify will join that list with Apple. So this could be a good, buy the dip kind of area in case if you like like that news that Spotify is teaming with, I'm guessing, Tidal. What else? They have Apple Music itself. So the fact that they want to team with that is actually not a bad idea. But sucks that they had to exclude the number one giant. I believe Spotify is the giant in terms of subscription count and user base and everything else. So if Spotify gets excluded, I'm not sure what the idea was on that side for them to go that route. People are also talking about SoFi in the chat. Let's go look at SoFi. So SoFi, as you guys saw, I was obviously scalping the stock today. Right now, I'm just gonna leave the stock alone. Looks like the stock might be a little exhausted to the north side. We had that catalyst coming in for an upgrade, I believe, for SoFi upgraded. They also claim that the new business coming in the future, SoFi is primed for a boost up in the near future and so on. So that catalyst helps SoFi jump up to about 7%, 5 to 7% in pre-market, if I remember correctly. But now that they're only up 2.3%, clearly SoFi is struggling to find buyers around $7. I think SoFi eventually goes back to $6. Even though I am invested in SoFi, I've watched the stock for so long to know the reality of it, that the stock could easily go back to $6 and $5 once again and just upset people. So just be very careful if you are thinking about investing in the stock for a day trade. The opportunities for a day trade right now looks to be to the downside near the high of 720, 711. Let's go with 711. Why not? SoFi, as you guys can see right here, 717 high coming in from May 4th. Kind of the high today also, 725 realistically the high today from the open. But the pre-market high over here, all things considered, the overall trade is to the downside because of the constant rejection of VWAP on SoFi. That being said, market looking to come back into the upside, north direction a little bit. Nasdaq returning to the VWAP maybe, and S&P 500 also returning to VWAP right now, which happens to be near 4,000. Now S&P 500 only down about 0.5%, with Nasdaq down about 1%. Everything trying to give you green candles. Facebook also going through 200 at the moment. Another stock that we were trading quite successfully today, trying to get back to the 200. Just gonna leave Facebook alone. Not gonna touch Facebook there at all. I don't really want to keep on trading this $200 level and then get chopped up, because I could have easily got into that territories earlier today. I should have probably waited for the 202 level, which seems to be in play already. 202.14. or 0.15, I guess. 202.15 being the high day on Facebook.
Prat, someone brought that Agri, which is AgriForce Growing Systems. We actually have a great volume on this name today. We have 46 million volume with average just 9 million, and we up more than 35% on the day. In terms of news, what I could found is that US and Europe are going to improve food chains after India bans wheat exports, and a few stocks are affected by those news. It's that Agri, also CLXT, RIBT, and RKDA. So high of the day for Agri, we have 249, and also let's see, now we're holding right below VWAP.
Yeah, last time we saw Agri move was when, not when Russia and Ukraine conflicts are still going on, but during the start of Russia-Ukraine conflicts, along with oil, we saw wheat futures and agriculture stocks, Agri over here, move up quite a bit with a bunch of volatility behind it. But and I was under shock too. You guys actually taught me that, I believe, what was it, 25% or 15% of world's wheat comes from Russia. So that being a factor, that's a lot of wheat coming from Russia that we're probably not going to see anymore. And if India comes into that factor also, where India's struggling with farmers, India's struggling with a lot of farmer suicide, and all the politics aside, if India is going to start messing with the wheat production around the world and stop with the exportation of wheat, that's more disruption for the wheat around the world. So it's a good thing that U.S. is trying to come in and help it out a little bit. So U.S. come in and help that out is going to obviously put some of these stocks MSV mentioned to the upside, which is AGRI with about 33%, not 33%, sorry, 33 relative volume, up 40% today, and trying to get back above VWAP. We do have some exhaustion candles over here. You know, the candle's not really able to find any buyers above, looks like 235 or so. We do pop up to 250. Could be dark pool pop-ups, or could be real pop-ups. Let me just go confirm if those are real pop-ups on AGRI. What chart do I have up there? I believe it's the 5-minute chart. Let me go back here and put the 5-minute chart. No, those are legitimate pop-ups. So it looks like we do keep on popping up over here, but not much volume is happening. And if you can see right here, this red line indicates the volume point of control. So the volume point of control basically tells you where most of the volume for all the candles for this chart that you see at the moment is, and according to that, $2.33 is where most of the volume has been transacted, and according to that, most of the volume transacted is actually to the short side than to the long side around this level. So people are loading up shorts at the moment around these levels. I'm expecting their stops to be around 230, 250. If 235 or 250 goes, there's a real good opportunity for the stock to pop up, because there's a lot of day traders right now just loading up on the shorts around these highs at the moment. So I'm expecting 240 or 250 to have some short stops to be in place for day traders. If that rips, we got a nice move coming to the north side.
Tesla guys tried to go back to day losses around 734, but now back trying to hold that support level. And if we take a look at the higher time frame, that 734 level indeed is a great support level. So I would wait if Tesla shows strength to go higher, and then it would be great long opportunities. But again, QQQ down more than 1%, but looks like we found some kind of bottom at 297, moving back higher, which definitely helps Tesla to jump out of that 734 level.
CRPP, did you give me a stock?
No, I just brought up Tesla.
Tesla, yeah. CRPB being talked about in chat. It looks like a penny stock, 33 cents at the moment. What is the relative volume? CRPB relative volume 16 times. So tons of relative volume, obviously. But for a penny stock only doing 5 million shares, that's a little scary for me. I'm used to seeing a lot of volume, but you know, the market liquidity kind of sucks, obviously. AMD, the number one volume today, 52 million shares. AGRI then right after that with 48 million shares. So not a lot of volume really there in the market currently to search for. So still, the fact that we have 5.6 on this one, I guess we should be happy about it. 53% to the north side. Not sure what the catalyst is for CRPB, but it's obviously ripping to the north today and holding VWAP the whole time while it does so. So still longs coming in front of VWAP, looks like. And we're going to move away from this one at the moment. NEO has a bid. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. So we got NIO right now coming to the north side. S&P 500 actually is at 4K right now. Nasdaq also trying to go to 12,300. So let's see how Nasdaq behaves at 12,300 and S&P 500 behaves at 4K at the moment. I think that will obviously dictate a little bit of what NIO does. NIO looking exactly like the S&P 500 futures over here. Look at the pre-market moves and so on. Obviously, NIO doesn't have to follow the SPYs. I think NIO looks a little bit more like FXI maybe. Let's go check out FXI at the moment. FXI, there we go. A little bit of NIO, a little bit of XFXI, a little bit of our market overall being reflected in there. Check on MNMD. MindMed, I believe that was a stock for MNMD. Another penny stock that's not really doing any volume, so nothing really to talk about over here. Gonna move away from this one. AGRI moving back up. Looks like we actually have some movers coming into play. AGRI getting ready to burn some shorts to the north side. So if you're short 250, 240 on AGRI, we know where your stops are. It's pretty obvious because you know, using tools such as not relative volume, using tools such as volume profile, I can clearly tell exactly on the intraday where the people orders have been transacted at. I can see where the longs went in, I can see where the shorts went in, and based on that information I can come up with the theory of where the longs covered for their profit, where the shorts are covering for their profit, and where they're holding for a possible bigger move, and where their stops could be. So overall, the idea is the longs probably have their stops to the downside below $2.16, and the shorts probably have their stops above $2.50. So either direction of that break on the stock might give you some volatile pop to either to the downside or the upside. Obviously, the stock wants to go up today. It's up 33%. The volume tries to keep on coming into the north direction instead of the south direction. So I think we're gonna burn some shorts later on in the day, and she's gonna rip through 245, 250, burning those guys. So if you are short, make sure you're careful on that side, because it's pretty obvious noticing this. And I'm gonna move away from that one. Go over to something else. Tilray, please. Let's go take a look at Tilray. Tilray, a wheat stock, up 8% today. What's the catalyst for Tilray being to the north side for some reason?
I believe earnings coming for that one.
Earnings coming up for Tilray. Okay. TLRY. So Tilray, no, Tilray earnings is in 79 days. So that's a long time. We already had Tilray earnings actually. Not sure what the catalyst is. Maybe I can find it right here. Toronto index down, healthcare, tech, blah, 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 blah. Pop producers, that's April 2012. That's not even anything new. So nothing that we can use over there. Anyways, whatever the
Sundial earnings are coming.
Sundial earnings are coming up. So maybe they're using that side of the catalyst a little bit to be up about 8% today. Beautiful move coming in for Tilray, obviously. And if Sundial earnings are coming up, let's go take a look at Sundial also. The stock usually has a tendency to jump over $1. Obviously, if it has good earnings, we don't know if it's going to be good or bad or flat earnings overall, but this stock usually has a good tendency to do something wild. 92 million shares today with the 15% move overall coming in. So Sundial looks like someone knows something already, and they're moving the stock in their direction using their buying power. Sundial today was earnings today. Yeah, earnings might be actually today after hours. Yes, today after hours. Bullish on weed, smoking them on the market. Hey, yeah, just don't trade high, because you might just make a bad decision. Just don't be doing anything that inhibits you from your abilities to make a decision. But I know some of you out there are probably better at making decisions when you are. So whatever helps you at the end of the day. Tilray to $4.28. I thought it was at $4.90 right now. Yeah, so you're saying $4.28 to the downside. Currently, the low of day is $4.47, so it would have to go quite a bit of a ways to the downside if it ends up going that way. So who knows if it does go there today, though. We'll gladly watch it if it gets to that point. Let's go to Roblox. Roblox, off of its earnings report, currently also making a beautiful move to the north side, but sadly giving back some of its move. Still up 2% though on Roblox after 33% up on the day. Sorry, with 33 million shares traded, still up 2% on the day is what I'm trying to say. Currently trying to find support at the 50-period EMA on this 5-minute chart. Happens to be near $33.50. Also, this 33 level could be in play, so you could try to go long near 33.50 or near 33, trying to see if the stock has a chance to go back to VWAP or near the high day. Obviously, I don't believe in Roblox. I'm gonna have to if there's any trade on ever for me on Roblox, most of the time it's gonna be to the short side. So I'm just gonna be hands off on the long direction, but I could see a possible long trade coming in as long as the market just wants to keep on kangarooing today, trading sideways. It's a little bit of a risk off type of day. We had multiple weeks of just putting risk on. Beautiful earnings opportunities. We had those tech stocks moving crazy. We had AFRM moving crazy into earnings report. I mean, what stock didn't move crazy in this current market? But with the earnings reports, earnings season kind of coming off slowly. There's still tons of earnings left, but coming off slowly. I think we're going into that really take calculated risk kind of, and that's what we're trying to do over here to see what kind of fun we can have on the market today.
Maybe we can take a look at Ford Prod, because Ford is now down 3%. We found the bottom of the day at 13 currently. We never know, it might break it again. And we actually have Ford on the watch list. Ford was up around 0.15% in pre-market, and has some news that it sold another 7 million shares of electric car maker Rivian, and Ford now holds 86.9 million shares in that company. So yes, let's see, guys. Again, same situation. If Ford will try to go higher, or we will break that low of the day, and again, we have more room for Ford to actually go lower. So here we found that support at $13, and as you can see, we have room to break that to around 12.90.
Yeah, Ford has a strong base at 11, 10, and $12. So Ford could easily break this 13, go test those supports in the near next few days, this whole week or so on. Ford has been selling off for quite a while too. We're used to watching Ford at $21, $20, and now Ford is struggling to be even above $15, $16. So looks like Ford is getting ready to go back to form that base at 12, 11, and then we'll see what happens from there on this stock. Today, obviously, 31 million shares traded, down 3%, and a good base so far on the $13 level for intraday. As long as the market doesn't take off the bottom that we're looking at, which is 13,980 on the S&P 500, and around, I want to say 12,000 flat on Nasdaq, but that's still about 200 points away from where the current bottom is on Nasdaq. So 12,200 on Nasdaq, 3980 on S&P 500. As long as we don't break those lows, I think getting long on Ford in front of 13 for a beautiful scalp opportunity. You know, you can scalp for 10 cents, you can scalp it for 15 cents again and again and again. And if $13 breaks, you just get out for your loser. That's what I would be thinking about doing on Ford. But you know, no trade for me on this one today. It's a little light on the volume end for Ford for me. If you go to Ford over here, 1.27 relative volume. So I would like a lot more volume to trade this stock for once. Not for once. What am I saying? I'm used to trading this stock with a lot of relative volume when there's a lot more size on the level 2 that I can lean off of. I can take tons of volume off of to trade with. So not being able to do that is not worth it for me to take a trade off of. Do you think HRB is finally reversing? I don't know the answer to those questions, my friend. You know, I don't know if anything is actually gonna reverse, not gonna reverse. I don't have the future, the crystal ball, as I always say. Looks like it's coming down at the moment. It's flat on the day. There's no volume on this stock. It's actually have no volume at all. 2 million shares, but looks like that could be. Oh, it's 3.75 relative volume, so that's actually not bad. Even with 2 million shares traded, I was expecting a lot more volume. But since it's H&R block, I don't really, remember a lot of people trading it. The stock has been going off to the north side since earnings day. So ever since earnings day, the stock has been absolutely rocket ship and just been taken off. So we'll see where this one can go to. I do have multiple levels mapped out to the north side on this stock. And we're just waiting to see how those levels act up. Currently, already breaking my one of my levels that I mapped out, but no trade for me on H&R block. We all know. Okay, not reading that statement. What did I miss? Nothing. I have the crystal ball. Nice. Are we going to
AFRM? Did they talk about that one?
Which one?
AFRM?
Yeah, we could talk about AFRM. Thank you. AFRM, not too long ago, AFRM actually had an earnings report and obviously ripped up on the earnings report, I think in pre-market itself, but then after that, why is that so weird? Why is that so weird? Okay, there we go. Clear. So, earnings report day, AFRM ripping up, but now it looks like we're finding a bottom in front of $21, $22. I'm waiting for AFRM to get back to this $29, $30 to start trading it again, maybe even support. Resistance around 28 will be something to keep an eye out for on the stock. So we're just waiting for the stock to break out of this candle range that it's stuck in. Looks like it's just stuck in the 9th May range. Once it breaks out of there, we're gonna have tons of opportunities to trade the stock. Today it gave you a clean long in front of 24. I think some of my coworkers had it. I think Brankles had it, or other people had it. I didn't really like the volume on this end, and I didn't like the breakout of 24. Maybe pre-market breakout, you got about 80 cents, but instantly it came back down, so you didn't really give you an opportunity to hold any size. The second time it was a little bit cleaner, but the first time off the opening drive, it was not clean at all. It was a little bit poopy, if you ask me. So that was pretty trash.
Bears versus Bulls on the chat says, shout out to any new viewers. That's right, guys. If you join us for the first time, don't be shy. Say hi on the chat. Welcome to the community. Subscribe to our channel. Catch us live every day from 8:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. Eastern. And we would really appreciate if you give us a like. Like is absolutely free, but helps to improve YouTube algorithm and attract even more people for this beautiful community.
Someone said check out 3Ds, DDDs. Is this Datadog or 3D Systems? Okay, yeah, 3D Systems. 3D Systems Manufacturing Corp. Let's go check out where this one is. Down earnings report not too long ago. They missed on earnings. They beat on revenue slightly, not too much. Down about 3% today. Looks like they're actually stuck in of the same candle from Friday night. So they're stuck in the range of Friday. We'll have to see how the stock behaves when it manages to break out of that range to the downside or to the north or to the north side or the south side. Looks like we got 1244 and 990 on either side for this position, and the relative volume on 3D Systems probably nothing at all. 1.55. So yeah, no relative volume, no trade actually for me to make. It's very range bound in that Friday candle, as I mentioned. So when it actually manages to break out of that Friday candle, then we have a possible trade opportunity coming in. But for now, nada, absolutely nothing for me. And I'm debating what I want to do with my Beyond Meats trade. Looks like I might be done with this trade for the day. Just gonna throw an order out there to get profits out. If Beyond Meat doesn't want to go push past $29 today, I'm just gonna take my profits wherever they're gonna give it to me, and we're gonna run away with that. Yeah, come on. I know you want to give me that profit at 29. Just get me out there. Awesome. Where are we going to? Can you check out Apple? Let's go check out Apple. Apple today very sideways. It did rip up to the north side. It's down 0.175, so 0.13, not 175. I don't know where I saw 7 from. Ignore this dark pool candle. Without that dark pool candle, maybe the chart would look a little bit to the downside direction overall. But the fact that it's been stuck in the range of 145 and 147, kind of the same thing that we saw from Friday. Let's go check over here. Actually, I think this will be a way better way to look at it. So look at this. Look at the Friday's candle. And look at today's candle. So just halfway of Friday's candle is where we're trading into. I think we need a breakout of either direction, maybe 145 to the downside and a proper breakout of 145 to the downside, or a breakout of 148 to the upside so we can go test 150 and so on Apple today. I don't think we're going to go see that because the market obviously very sideways, does not know what the market even wants to do on itself. S&P 500 down about 0.69%, Nasdaq down 1.2%, UVXY down also 2.36%. So every single thing is just down. Volatility is down, and the market can't figure out how to go up. So that's a weird part. Take a look at DraftKings, DKNG. I know DraftKings is probably killing it right now with the playoff season going out. That was a big, what was it? Game 7 weekend that we had not too long ago. We had the Leafs playing, the Rangers playing, the Calgary playing, and now it's going to be the battle of the Berta boys. The Berta boys are going to be fighting each other. It's going to be the Alberta. Who's going to be the king of Alberta? Edmonton. I think it's who else is in there? Oilers, right? It's Oilers versus Flames next. So man, that's gonna be a good fight. We're gonna have to end up seeing how that one goes down. And then we got obviously the ball games that are happening. So tons of opportunity for DraftKings to make money. I'm actually thinking about investing on FanDuel, which is on the North American, not North American, I think it was in the London Stock Exchange. I just googled it, FanDuel wiki, and What's their parent company again? Flutter. What's their ticker? FLTR on LSE. So London Stock Exchange. FLTR owns FanDuel. So I was thinking about also owning some FanDuel on my personal account. I'll have to think about it soon. And obviously they're a private company. You can't own them the way you can directly just buy DraftKings, but you can own them through their parent organization on London Stock Exchange for anyone interested. Now coming back to DraftKings, obviously with all the playoffs and everything going off, they're probably making a good amount of money and having fun with this. So we're expecting DraftKings to come out with a decent earnings report next quarter whenever they release it, and maybe some upgrades coming in from the banks across the board. Even companies like BetMGM, MGM Resorts, WINN, and so on, all of them catching some wind of this playoff season and taking advantage of all the advertisement money that they're dumping in across the board and on NBAs and everything else. So we'll see how DraftKings does today. DraftKings overall 2% up, but 13 million shares traded and a relative volume of 1.4. Very sideways for most positions. Very, very sideways for almost every stock that you're looking at. I'm actually going to go short on the futures here, maybe. Nah, man, I don't even want to go short futures. There's nothing to do at the moment. Like, anything you do, you better scalp the crap out of it as soon as possible before it reverses on you. Facebook 200 seems to be pretty decent of a level to scalp the shorts. If it breaks 200, you get out. If it doesn't break 200, you get a decent 30 cent, 40 cent, 50 cent, even an 80 cent scalp sometimes. So, you can keep on rinsing and repeating that 200 level on Facebook, but that just goes to show it's like there's no directional trades coming in. Whoa, something's happening. The market just rejected the 4K level. I wish I had that short now because the market just dropped about 15-20 points right away. I'm not typing the level properly. ES/M22CM. Here goes the market to the downside. So poopity poop goes everything. Retest of the lower day for Nasdaq incoming, and the retest for the lower day of S&P 500 might be coming in also. So get ready for some of these stocks to break down. Beyond extending its move to the downside without me, so that sucks. But we made our money. We're gonna be happy with it. There goes Facebook. I was only talking about getting 50-cent scalps, but it's giving you $1 per share winner right now if you're short Facebook. And I'm expecting Apple's getting under 145. Yeah, there we go. Apple under 145. Another stock that we have not spoken about today is Microsoft. Microsoft has been struggling, man, struggling. But these are prices that you just want to, snatch up on Microsoft for your long term, maybe. I'm still waiting to see when the final bottom in the market comes in. I'm okay not having the perfect bottom tick on Microsoft, but I'm not okay with not having any size of Microsoft for the future, for my own future, that is, on my own long-term account. So if Microsoft does manage to find a bottom around this 250 areas, we'll gladly think about buying some shares on my own account.
We've got a super chat from Dominic Famularo. Dominic, thank you so much for your daily support. Bringing us two penny names, one AWH and another CRBP. Please and thank you. Well, absolutely, we will take a look for these names for you, Dominic. So proud that AWH, I believe both companies, pharmaceuticals, medical, and this AWH, even Neil, I believe, took a trade. He was trying to short it. I'm not sure what levels, but maybe we can find out it later. But definitely we have a few sellers in here at 0.78.
AWH, yeah, penny stock, 10 million shares. Relative volume is probably up there for this stock. Let's go check it out. 62 points. Yeah, so tons of relative volume. But since it's a penny stock, I can't really... I don't really trade these, man. I just stay away from them. But let's go take a look at what levels we can find on the dailies, because if there is a trade, if there is an opportunity that I would like to touch it. It already failed it? Yeah, so Neil says that level, if you were to look at on the dailies, it already took out those levels, and there's no no opportunity anymore. So looks like that level right there near 85.90 right there was the opportunity to get short, and now right back into the previous resistance near 60-70 cents. Sorry, not 60-70 cents, 69 cents. It will probably be the barrier right here on this position. Maybe volume can pick back up later on in the day. Keep in mind, volume today has already been really garbage. So with garbage volume today in the market, I'm not expecting stocks such as, penny stocks to get volume spikes out of nowhere that could help it, get back to the high day or actually burst through high day. Maybe we see a dollar coming in sometime this week, but I don't think we see a dollar coming in today, especially with how the daily chart looks like. The exhaustion candle, the not showing any volume above the 70 cent mark on the initial push that it had. So we'll be patient. Maybe volume can come back in and then it pushes up. What's actually surprising right now is the market pushed down initially, and I was like, okay, market's crashing, but the market immediately reversed right back above 4K after that first 20-point drop. So the market dropped about 20 points, and now immediately we're back above VWAP for the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq also moved up in an equal fashion. So something happened over there. Not sure how we dropped down, but not sure how we went right back up either. So Apple now being under 145 just about a second ago, now we're above 145 at 145.70-ish. Microsoft's also bouncing from those same bottoms, and Facebook right back to 200. So everything getting ready to maybe have a rally in them. Thank God Beyond didn't go too much further without me, because I would have been upset about that. But overall, I got a $2 per share winner on the stock for me. Multiple entries and multiple exits. I'm pretty happy with this trade today. My number one stock on the day is Beyond Meats.
Pravero made a great jump to the upside in the morning at around 10. We found high of the day so far at 1463. Down, gave up that level, and now we're back below VWAP. But again, we have a few support levels in this area. For example, upcoming 13.40 even in that area. We're super close to that, and even though we dipped down a little bit, we're up almost 4% on Vero.
Yeah, once again, very nice. I don't even know what else to say. The stock has been giving you beautiful opportunities, beautiful ranges. I remember on Friday talking about this $15 level. As you guys can see it on the dailies, it just stands there. It doesn't really breaks past that level. It's not. We do see this candle high near 1750, yes, but this $15 level is pretty strong. The fact that we're not able to see any real volume past 1550 stands out on this stock. So we'll have to see what happens. Maybe once we actually break out of 1550, maybe we go test that 17 once again. Currently, the same ranges, exact same ranges. Look at the VWAP though. The daily VWAP is around $12.67. Looks like it's holding up the stock already at that very same level. 13, let's say 13 coming in as support and 15 coming in as resistance. I think as long as we keep seeing this on the stock, we might just have a breakout of 15 very soon to go test 17 once again on this position. Being very nice, baby. I'm sure you have a nice bottom, Pride. What the heck?
What?
Yeah, I don't even know what the heck that was about. SoFi about to boom to the moon. I don't know about that. This is coming from a guy who's invested in SoFi. I don't think SoFi is going to do anything fun for the investors. That is right. So obviously, this is me being a little what is that thing called when you try to jinx yourself? You say this is not gonna happen, but you know that in the back of your head you're saying this only so it happens or whatever. You're psyching yourself out. Yeah, so I'm trying to psych myself out here about SoFi, the fact that nothing will happen. So when it does pop up, I'll be happy about it. And if it doesn't pop up, I'll just be sitting there crying about it a little bit more. So, I'm just not pessimistic. Yeah, there we go. Maybe that's the word. I'm not looking forward for this boom up that everyone's talking about it. But if it does boom up, I'll be very happy at the end of the day, because I do have money on the line on this one. I'm only saying these words because SoFi has been absolutely garbage to the north side for God knows how long. It has been just crashing and crashing. The stock has been sabotaging itself. Biden has been sabotaging the stock too with him talking about, what was it, the the student loans and so on. So that upgrade that SoFi got today, clearly they gave away so much off that move from pre-market in the opening drive itself. So I'm not excited about any of those calls about SoFi so far.
Brad, Agri being called out on the chat again because Agri actually moving higher and it's trying. I know we were like reviewing a higher time frame, but again I remind you guys that we have resistance level at around 265 and high of the day is 264. So looks like Agri looking into breaking that level, and if we break that, next support level will be at $3. So Agri has chances to jump to that $3 today.
Yeah, so agri is actually doing what is planned out over there. It was pretty obvious to see what the stock wanted to do, so maybe I should have just loaded up some longs near 215s when it got called up during the show, or even 225 near VWAP, not risking too much to the downside. So here comes in the move for AGRI. The stops are getting burned. So here's the stops moves, and I can show it to you a little bit more in depth. We can go to the 1 minute chart. If you go to the 1 minute chart and let the volume profile readjust itself a little bit. There we go. So volume profile readjusting a little bit, and now we're noticing exactly where the stops, where are they backfilling into. The fact that they're actually backfilling it back over here is pretty surprising. So the stops did get burned because you were looking at 0 sells to only buys. That means all covers. But now the shorts are reloading. Looks like the shorts are either reloading or the longs are trying to cover, but I don't think any long is actually trying to cover over here. If anything, it's just shorts reloading and them playing the game with themselves at the moment. This is there we go. There's a shorts cover right there. Some shorts cover right there, as you guys saw. Zero shorts to some buying covers, but immediately right after, some more people started loading up. So people are trying to get back in at the same prices, trying to risk this new high a day of 266 or so. But I think they're just getting geared up to get burnt up over here. I'd be a little careful trying to short this position, obviously, and hence I'm just staying away from it. Coming from a guy who likes to short stocks a lot, Agri might not be the one you want to short at the moment.
CRBP is another name Dominic put on his super chat lately, and again it's another penny stock, but the situation with this one is a little bit different. Looks like we're trying to hold these levels strong. Again, let's see, but high of the day we have 0.40, and now trying to move in around this range to go back higher, but also looks like we could run on this name, but if we break the 0.37, more room to go to at least the 0.33 level.
0.33 to the downside?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Looks like it could go back to VWAP, yeah, and find some buyers. This has been for the most part all day, so it could do that. But notice how there was no volume off the open. The volume came in over here, and this is all the volume that came in. So that's nothing really exciting about this one. As I mentioned, it is up 77%. But, you know, penny stocks usually have volume all the way through pre-market, all the way into the opening drive, and then they die out volume over here. They don't randomly get volume over here and then they die off as equally quick. So you might want to be careful on this one. You know, it could keep on booming. I could be wrong, but that's just the normal observation as to what usually happens in the market, and I'm not seeing those variables being played out over here. Also, just markets very relatively illiquid at the moment. Markets, no real volume in the stock market currently. That being said, S&P 500 is moving, baby. We're moving north side. Nasdaq getting back to 12,300 and actually finding another bottom at 12,220. Sorry, 12,200, not 12,220. So market Nasdaq getting back up to almost 12,300. Now only down 0.72% on Nasdaq and only down 0.2% on the S&P 500. Still very plausible to get positive on the day for both of them, and actually look good for a market bounce Monday. I don't know if we actually get a market bounce Monday, but that would be awesome. You know, usually I think Neil was the one who told me this, that markets usually have like if there was a bad day that was supposed to happen on the market, it usually happens on Mondays, I believe, because like a Black Monday or something. Also, the market has the weekend to disseminate the information, any negative information that could come out. So if Monday actually ends up being not black, in terms black meaning going red to the downside, if market can actually end up going to the north side, I think that's a good thing for market bounce Monday. So looks like that market bounce could be in, because Facebook now all the way up to 201 201 202, sorry, $202. So 202 Facebook coming in. High day 202.14. Let's see if Facebook manages to break past 202 to the north side, or does it give you another short scalp opportunity, risking only about 14 cents to the north side on Facebook. Let's see if they can give me a short. What
happened?
I threw an order out. What my, anyways, sorry. I was just wondering why my share size automatically changed to just one share. My company default on our company is actually 10 shares minimum, but it just went to one share, so it was canceling my order anyways. I just had to reset it to well, okay, we're getting up there. We're getting up there. Let's see if we can catch a fill over here. So we're trying to see if we can catch a fill at the same time when NASDAQ is going up, QQQ is going up, and UVXY is going down. We're trying to short the stock. So not exactly the smartest thing to do at the moment, but we'll see if we can do so. Come on, just give me the fill. I'll take the fill at 92s. Ah, they're not gonna give me the fill, are they? Oh well, just gotta leave it alone. Let's see if they give it or not. Long potential on CMRX. CMRX. Let's go check out what CMRX is. Long potential on CMRX. I don't know, man. The stock is down about 60% on the day. Obviously struggling. Oh,
Bless you.
Thank you. So the stock's obviously struggling. I don't know if I want to long a stock that's down 60% on the day and has 24 million shares traded. It's on SSR also. What is the relative volume on this one? Probably elevated, obviously, because it's down so far today. So I'd rather just not go long on a stock that's down 60%. And thank you for anyone who said bless me. I love you guys. Facebook, man, we're not going to get the fill. I'm just going to delete my order. I was a little hesitant to take the first, throw out the order the first time. And obviously the stock ran away from me for about 50-ish cents. Markets wants to come back to the downside. We're not going to get that fill. But for anyone who did get short Facebook, what a beautiful risk to reward opportunity on that one. Oh, Facebook right back to the high day. Okay. Do we want to take it this time? Let's see, market's moving. Okay, thank goodness we actually moved the order at that point, because we're not sure and we're not getting ran over on this one. My overall idea is actually, was accurate. Market's going up, UVXY is going down. Why am I thinking about shorting Facebook, which is pretty strong compared to its peers, which is Apple, Microsoft, and so on. So Apple's still down on the day compared to Facebook. Apple's high day coming in around 146.67. So let's say 147, 147.30. If Apple does manage to get up to 147, and I'm actually going to throw an order to get short Apple near 147-ish. 147, what do I want to do? Let's do 147. Now let's do 146.89, and then we'll take that many amount of shares. So I have my order out there. Let's see if they give it to me at 146.89, and if they do, we're gonna give it that risk of pre-market high, which happens to be around 147.50. So giving it about 60-70 cents of risk on Apple from my entry to the reward of me, maybe multiple dollars, $2 or so. Market is parabolic. I don't know if I would use that term. I get what you're trying to do, though. You're trying to use the Neil's terminology over there, but I don't know if I would use market as parabolic. We're still looking at a kangaroo market, man. We're still looking at a very undecisive market. The market really doesn't know if it wants to go up or go down, where the buyers are, but the market clearly knows where the sellers are. The sellers are very evident in your face. They're showing you their cards when they're playing poker, but the buyers are invisible. They're hiding in the shadows.
AMD is actually trying to go higher. We broke VWAP, trying to go higher, and again, high of the day we have $19 for AMD, and if we take a look at the higher time frame, we have resistance level at 98. So to like before, we couldn't break that level. Let's see if we will get back to that, and if we break that next key level we have at around 100 or like 99.70. So as we can see, no long time ago, AMD broke that resistance at 98. Sorry, yes, and got to that 99 level, got rejected. We went back to like this double bottom to create this double bottom, and now trying again. So let's see if AMD will be able not only get to that 98 level, but maybe break it.
AMD, I love you so much. AMD, please get back to 100. Come on, AMD, just get back to 100. Obviously, AMD's PE is still high. Tyrone Bigham's mentioned that to us not too long ago. You know, it's pretty obvious that everything is overvaluated. But what is valuations? Valuations are just a number that is made up by a bunch of analysts at this point, and they don't matter at all. I'm just saying this because, you know, look at the market not too long ago, and now look at the market where AFRM is, where's Roblox, and where any stock across the board is. So based on that, I think AMD still rejects 100 and finds support at $80. So I'll be happy with that range on AMD. I'm not going to complain about that. Facebook ripping right now to $202.64. So Facebook moving up north, taking the overall market with it. Nasdaq breaking out of a little bit of a 12,300 area. So Nasdaq moving up pretty well right now. Apple also moving up with the rest of the market. About to give me my short fill at 144.89. So here comes our short fill. Come on. Oh, come on. Give me my fill. We're only a couple pennies away from getting that. You're not going to run away from me just from a couple pennies, right? Only a couple more pennies. 19 pennies is what I needed for that fill, and they're going to run away from me. Oh, well. This is what I get for being adamant about my price. Ripping, baby. Yeah, market indeed moving up to the north side in a beautiful fashion at the moment, without doubt. So market getting ready to give some maybe more extended longs to some people. You know, Nasdaq now only down 0.5%. S&P 500 down about flat on the day, actually. S&P 500 flat on the day. UVXY looks like it's taking out the low of the day at the moment, and it is. UVXY broke past the low of the day also, and it's currently trading at $15.40. Now we're short Apple. There's our Apple short fill. Apple getting ready to maybe burst through 147 a little bit more. Apple about to be flat on the day also. So a lot of fun move coming in for anyone who is long on positions. Apple's high from Friday was 148.10. Now, I'm not giving up to 148.10. That'd be crazy of me to do so. Obviously, you know where my stop is. Just don't try to stop hunt me, or I will hunt you. I know where you live. I have a very particular set of skills, and I will come get you.
Oh wow, scary. Guys, HUSA, few people talk about that one, HUSA, so another attempt to run higher for that name. We were kind of laying on Viva for the whole day. Today we're consolidating, and now barcoding and consolidating. Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, so many terms, and then boom, we jumped to the upside, got to high of the day 3.53. So let's see, guys, if HUSA wanna go higher. We have 1,700,000 volume with average 9 million. So volume is not that good, but like definitely this move. You can see that more volume came, and actually I took a look at the higher time frame, and if we go to all-time high, HUSA actually was at some point more than $200, and then back in October 2011 something really dramatic happened to the stock, and we can see only red all the way to $7-8 area. I wonder what happened back then.
I believe that was the Ukraine-Russian conflict. If I'm not wrong about that one.
In 2011.
Oh, 2011. Sorry, I didn't see what time, or I didn't hear what time. I just saw you. I thought you were talking about a spike. So 2011. Oof. Okay, yeah, that was a. I just saw Miss V's chart really quick on that side, and that was a big drop. So let's go check this out now. Right here, right? Is it? No, that's March.
Well,
right here, 2000.
I took all-time highs.
Right.
Just this all-time frame.
Right.
Because I was just wondering, at some point the stock was more than 200, and then.
Right, yeah,
Never got
big.
back.
It could have been a stock split of some sorts. Looks like a big drop indeed. Coming back to this 1 year charts, it looks like this over here around February, March or so was the Ukraine-Russian conflict that might have helped USA, IMPP, all oil stocks in general. Crude oils jumped up drastically to the north side. We can also go take a look at crude not too long ago because usually, HUSA moves along with it. So if HUSA is up 14% on the day, HUSA also has an earnings report coming in. It says approximately 16th of May, so we don't really know if it is today or not, but apparently it is. But let's go take a look at CL/M22NM, which is your crude futures, now even higher than what is it, than Friday. I believe on Friday I remember watching 110 area. Now we're looking at 112.15.40, sorry. So obviously crude futures going up even more, oil costing a little bit more, and that's helping up stops like IMPP or even Oxy. Let's actually go to Oxy, OXY, Occidental on New York. Can I see the chart, Oxy? There we go. Oxy up another 5% today. Oh man, what a clean long on Oxy past 64. So look at this Oxy high on the Friday, which happens to be around $64. In pre-market, Oxy consolidated at 64 and just gave you the 64 breakout long. Looks like actually not 64 breakout long, 65 breakout long, and you never really looked back. So Oxy giving you another beautiful opportunity for a long trade with the help of the crude futures moving to the north side. Oil in general just booming once again, and then you guys saw AGRI, which is agriculture stocks, also booming with the same kind of idea overall. You are not PP. Why, thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right. Next, where are we going to after this one? So we talked about Oxy. I guess we could quickly cover some cryptocurrencies. So some of the main cryptocurrencies that I look at are obviously crypto, Ethereum, and then the meme coins such as Doge and Shiba. Everything's struggling once again. Like, do I even have to say it? Everything's getting clapped. It just sucks to see that 30K, which was previously holding quite well, or even 40K, which was holding quite well, everything has just been getting collapsed to the downside. I'm just happy that Sam Bankman-Fried, who we had as an interview on the main show, I'm just happy that he came out with some words or some statements that is helping the investors, which is, look, crypto's not going to zero. If you think crypto is going to zero, just stay out of it. He doesn't have the patience to deal with those type of statements, I believe is what he said overall. So I'm just happy that if you are interested in crypto, this is a discount and a half to be investing in that. And if you're not looking to be invested in crypto because it's going to zero, then put your money where your mouth is. Go short. Put your money where your mouth is. Go leverage to God knows what on a margin account and go short. Put your money where your mouth is. So that's all the idea is at the end of the day. I mean, I put my money where my mouth is on Leafs two games in a row and I lost both the times, What's that? Check that Facebook trade in the chat. Here you go. So let's go check it out. Ooh-wee, yeah, nice long coming in on Facebook over there. Beautiful Facebook ripping to the north side, obviously with the overall market push coming in. So Sean taking advantage of the market push. He did mention that Facebook was a lot stronger than across the board, which is Apple. You see I am in an Apple short at the moment. You guys see me already scalp it out for a winner, and I'm holding some for a possible bigger move on Apple with my stop out. And I actually have a stop out because the guy who's coming on next, he's staring at my screen. So I had to mention to him that I have my stop out. Otherwise, he would have embarrassed me on the show in front of live with 3 million viewers. What's up, Ian?
What's up, guys?
Always good to see you, my friend.
Hope everyone's doing well today. Profitable day. It's kind of choppy, but if you pick your spots, you can get some good trades in for sure.
Yeah, indeed. Let's see what kind of spots you picked.
Yeah, for sure. I was watching two main things this morning. My first one was AFRM. AFRM was kind of like a second day play. They had the gap up Friday morning off their earnings. And if you look at the chart on Friday, this intraday resistance at like this 24 level, was holding. So this was the main level that I was watching for this morning. So it gave actually a nice little rip into 24 pre-market, but then it rejected market open. So, it kind of confirmed that that level was still a thing for today. So, I like to take these even dollar breaks. They're pretty simple. So when it kind of like rallied hard to there and a lot of momentum came, so I quickly just placed my order and got long 24. And you could see it ripped all the way up to 24.70-ish. So I was just kind of scaling out and, try to hold a piece for a bigger move. But at this time, I saw the market was like just kind of rejecting and coming off like really hard. Again, like it was kind of like that kangaroo motion that Pratt always mentions. So I just took it out just because I thought, it was gonna just like kind of rip back down and rip through my price. So that was it for that trade. That's really the only move that I wanted off that trade. So it worked out in my favor. The next one that I was kind of hyped about was AMD. And AMD, just because AMD had such a strong day on Friday, it was up like 9.5% at one point on Friday. So, if the market was going to rally at any point today, I want to kind of get that continuation and look for something that was strong and, can continue to be strong today. So, AMD was that stock for me, and I was watching this 93 level. Again, just like intraday support from Friday. So, this is how we kind of generate trade ideas. And it bounced off that 93. It did to 93.20 at open. And that was a money scalp there, but I didn't get that. So just kind of patiently waiting for it to come to my price again and come to my level again, bid in and just risk off 93. So I think the low of the day was 93.08 at that time. So just risk off that pretty much. And then scaling out, scaled out a little bit too early, and Prad's gonna kick my behind now because I didn't trail my stop here. But I was watching AMD again; it just had so much strength this morning. And then one thing I kind of noticed was randomly at prices there would be random size just pop up on the bid, like hundreds of lots just at random prices. So when I saw that, I would just try to get long in front and just risk off that position. So I did it here again after 95 kind of held up. And VWAP held up, so I did it here, scalped out for a dollar winner. Tried it again here. The size broke down, so I quickly stopped out, but then it came back up again in front of like 96.40. So I was just risking off that again. And when you see that, try to get in as close to that price as possible. So I ended up only risking like 10 cents on that trade, right? If it dips below 96.40, I'm out, right? So you have like clean out and scalp that out in front of 97s again. But again, didn't trail my stop here, so just kind of got it all out. But it ripped up to 98. 98's like a pretty key level on the daily for AMD. So I'm not surprised that it turned around there. Missed on the Facebook long. I was watching 200 and 202 seems like a good trade, but a couple of us got that here. So just AMD and Affirm for me today.
I was gonna ask you some questions, obviously, about Formula One and everything, but the market got a little heat. So if you don't mind waiting, just sitting over here, let me just quickly talk about some positions that are coming into play. So Apple short now, 70 cents in the money. Apple pushing to the downside. Also, I threw out an order to get short Facebook near 204.89 because I saw the week break of 205.17 on Facebook. So maybe there we go. Can I get some shares? Come on. Give me my shares. So we're short now. Facebook also risking the high day, which is 205.17, and market trying to come down. We could maybe work with this short a little bit. Facebook trying to push back up to the high day. Facebook heating up over here. Okay, Facebook, we're giving it a little bit of wiggle room over here, but look at that, right away back under 204, and now pushing to the downside for Facebook. So
seems like it could be overextended at this point.
Yeah, it could be overextended. Another new high day has been established. We're already about 60 cents in the money on this one. No, we're only 5 cents in the money. Apple, we're about 54 cents in the money. But looks like market might have double topped to the same area and trying to push back down. So let's see what we can work with over here on Facebook. In the meantime, we can go back to the double screen over here. So are you excited about this weekend by any chance?
Oh yeah. Now the season starts to kind of heat up. We're going to Spain and then back to Monaco. Monaco's like the crown jewel of Formula One, right? So it's always exciting to see who will come out on top there. It's usually like the fastest person of the weekend. So it's it's exciting weekend.
Speaking about the crown jewel, though, the crown jewel right now is not allowed to wear any jewelry because he's in the risk of getting banned for the Monaco race.
Oh, is he? Is that what they said now?
The FIA principal, Mohammed bin whatever, he has a long name. He literally said, you are going to get banned from racing Monaco if you keep this up. So you
Wow.
have no time to take out all the piercings off your body and everything that we don't like you to do, or you're not driving in Monaco. It's over.
You know, I saw Pierre Gasly made like a comment too, because he's like a religious person, so he
Right.
wore like the cross or whatever necklace, and like he said like openly, like, I don't feel comfortable not racing with this necklace on, right? Like, it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. We'll see. Lewis isn't one to like kind of back down. He'll stand for what he believes in.
Yeah, so worst comes worst, we're gonna have to see, you know, what, Nico Rosberg on in a McLaren again or something, or Mercedes or something. I don't
We'll
know.
see.
I don't even know who's a backup driver for Mercedes right now.
Yeah, I don't think they have anyone.
They
right
don't.
now,
They're
I'll be
gonna have
honest.
to call up Rosberg or Nico Hulkenberg. Yeah, for all we know. Besides that, you do anything fun for the weekend, my friend?
No, it's just, you know, it's so hot out
Yeah.
this weekend, so it's just kind of like lazy Saturday vibes all weekend. But you know, got a chance to enjoy the nice weather, and you know, we obviously went out Friday night and hung out with the boys, which is always nice. I'm looking forward to this Friday for sure.
Oh yeah,
we're
we're going to Jay's game. That's
gonna
right.
be fun. We're celebrating Spencer and Brankles' graduation, so you know, always a good time to celebrate that, and it also gives me something to look forward. Obviously, I'm still a trainee, so it's like what I'm striving for. So
Hey man, you got about T-4 days, if you exclude this day, to be included into that
would
graduation
be
party
something, eh?
list.
That would be something.
Hey, I think you can do it. I think
We'll
you can
s-
do
we'll
it.
see, we'll
Hey,
see
just keep
what
on
can
slamming
happen.
the trades like you are right now, and we'll include you on that list.
Yeah,
So
we'll see.
thank you for coming by once again, Ian.
For sure.
Always a pleasure having you, my friend.
Thanks,
And,
guys. Have a good day.
Smash that like button for Ian, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good day, my friend. Coming back to you. My buttons are not working. All right, we're back. Okay, we're live. So we're still in that Facebook short. We're still in that Apple short. We're trying to see if these shorts can work out for us. I would have liked to have a better average, obviously, on this Facebook short. Too bad though that we don't at the moment. I might actually throw out another order to get more size at a better price for myself. That way, when this one starts working out, I can start weeding some size off of this one to the downside. So let me get that one out there. Let's see if it can push up to the north side, give me my size that I want on the stock. And I'm actually going to do this right there. Boom, 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 boom. And Apple, which is 69 cents in the money, we're going to hold this one all the way to the downside for us, just in case it ends up being a bigger trade than I want it to be. We scalped it for about 50 cents already, and we're trying to hold it for a multiple dollar winner. But, you know, it might just reject off of VWAP over there, which won't be too exciting for us on Apple. So not a single losing trade on the day for me. I am about 1, 2, 3, 4 for 4, and that's only when I say 4 for 4, I'm saying 4 stocks, but realistically I have about 45 trades, so not a single loser so far coming in. If anything, I got stopped out for flat on some trades, but for most trades, man, we've just been smoking this opportunities. Here goes Facebook to the downside. Let's go Facebook. Let's go market pushing back down. UVXY bouncing from $15 and I want to say 35 cents. Okay, I'll confirm it for you. 32 cents for anyone who wants to be that accurate on that side. But at the end, you know, the story is the market doesn't really have the oomph in it to keep on trucking north side. So here's the line that I have drawn on the market from, I believe, Friday or the day before that. I don't even know at this point. But those lines still coming into play on the market to the downside and the upside. So I'm just happy that those lines are actually saved on our platform, because if I don't have those lines, I probably would not have been convinced enough to take the trade on Apple or on Facebook to the downside short that we're both in currently, almost $1 in the money with both of them combined. Peloton heading back down. Let's go check out Peloton. Peloton, PTON. Peloton with 8 million shares traded, just trading sideways with 2% down. You know, nothing excites me about this on Peloton. I think Peloton is obviously a a horrible company in the way that they've run for the most part. They need to figure out how to do a lot of things differently. They're trying to do so at the moment, but they're struggling, obviously, so we'll have to see what happens in the near future. They're also thinking about just selling off their company, so if they end up doing that, that could be something to take to keep on watching in the near future as a buyout potential. I could see maybe Google buying them out and incorporating them with the Fitbit environment. I could see Apple buying them out and actually slapping a real iPad instead of a fake iPad that they have on their bike right now. I could see Lululemon buying them out and using them to start their whole fitness program. There's a lot of companies out there that could really take advantage of buying out Peloton and then revamping them into their own ecosystem, because obviously Peloton is struggling to make good use of their own company. So all things considered, I think the stock is now a little bit too beat up to find shorts at the moment, and hence that's why we're just trading sideways, just going la sideways on this one. I'd buy Peloton for 350. 350, I like that one. 350. Apple needs to hire you. That ID is fire. Apple needs to hire you. That ID is fire. What? I'm confused. The equipment is overpriced junk, and the subs is where Peloton is at. Yeah, that is where most of their money is. I was laughing when they said we're a technology company because we sell subscriptions. You're not a technology company, man. But yeah, their money comes from subscriptions. And I did mention to you guys, I don't know if you guys remember this joke, but when they gave out their application for free for about a month, you could literally download their application and download all of the programs and record your own screen. That way you don't even need a subscription. So what is the point in that? At the end of the day, pirate the videos, the training videos. So I don't know, man. Peloton needs a lot to figure it out on their side. Apple too smart to get into buildings and shipping treadmills. Yeah, that's not wrong either. All right, enough about Peloton and Peloton bashing. Let's go over to Apple real quick, which is about to be $1 in the money to the downside. So another profitable trade on Apple. We shorted Apple near 145.50. That was a winning trade. We shorted Apple again at 147 right now. That's a winning trade. Facebook is also a winning trade for us. Come on, Facebook, get under 204. Facebook seems to be struggling to get under 204, so I'm not really liking that. But with the market coming down right now, S&P 500 coming to VWAP, Nasdaq already at VWAP, Nasdaq extending its losses from only 0.2 to 0.7 once again. So all factors considered, I'm actually looking forward for this 204 break. There is my 204 break on Facebook. No, don't get back above there. Keep pushing down. Keep pushing down. Come on, get back to the downside. Give me 202, 201 exit, and I'll be happy with that.
Talking about keep pushing down, Tesla is pushing down, guys, back to day lows at 733. I mean, we're still at 736, but looks like we're on the way to that level. Anyways, Mr. Karen, who was calling that 733 level, it's actually good. It gave some long opportunities all the way into 744, so you could, guys, easily make $10 per share scalping this level. And let's see if this level will bring us another long opportunity on Tesla. But yeah, now down more than 4%. Meanwhile, QQQ down 0.79%, sitting on that VWAP line.
Pop. All right, we're good. I smell super chicken.
Yeah, it is actually. It smells like that, but for lunch
I smell super chicken. I smell it. What's for lunch today, Miss V?
Baked chicken and mushroom penne in rosé sauce.
Okay, sounds like super chicken day anyways.
Super nice and smells literally like
Is
super
it good?
chicken.
It does,
I
right?
didn't try, but it looks and smells nice.
Yeah, it does smell like super chicken. Got me hungry all right away as soon as I smelled it. Super chicken, no, super chicken, not soup or chicken. I can understand that being pretty close to each other though. Facebook, man, just playing between 205 and 204 at the moment. I would like for the shorts to be in play. Obviously, Facebook can get under 204. That would be wonderful. Right now, there we go. We're maybe pushing under 204 right now. 72 cents in the money on the Facebook short. Come on, Facebook, extend those losses a little bit more. Apple $1 per share in the money. If Apple can bounce off VWAP, that would be bad for my Facebook short too at the same time. So I'm watching Apple while I'm trading Facebook. I'm watching Facebook while I trade Apple. And while I'm watching both of them, I'm watching the UVXY ETF. I'm watching the Nasdaq futures. I'm watching the S&P 500 futures. So having these tools on your on the go for you to take a quick look at will be very good for you when you're trading such stocks such as Amazon, Apple, Facebook, Google, and so on, because they move the market. They're the top 10 stocks of Nasdaq. The top 10 stocks of Nasdaq, I think, also include Adobe in there, I believe, Nvidia, Microsoft, and so on. So it's always a good thing to take a look at the relative index of the stock you're trading. For example, if you're trading Oxy or HUSA, you might want to take a look at the XLE ETF. This is your energy ETF, and reflects exactly how most energy stocks are moving across the board in the market today. And the answer is 2% to the upside or more. If you're trading your Goldman Sachs or anything, your bank stocks, you might want to go look at XLF, which is your financial ETF. And for the most part, the financial in the ETF today is down about 0.5% or more. And most stocks are probably extended by 1% or more to the downside. Here's Goldman Sachs actually only down about 0.8% today. And if you were to, for example, another example, trade AMD or Nvidia specifically, but not Facebook and Apple, then you might want to go look at the semiconductor ETF instead of the Nasdaq ETF. So a bunch of ideas for you to switch over there to take a look at and use as a barometer. I might be done with my Apple short. Apple trying to find support in front of VWAP, and that's a good dollar per share winner. I'm also done with this Facebook, because Facebook not really trying to push to the downside. I think I'd much rather get short Facebook at a different price. I chased that entry a little bit. I was at 204.65. I don't like 204.65. I would much rather be around 204.89 or so, and then have a tighter stop at 205.39. That way I can take way more size than I originally had on the board. So once again, 444. Have been only trading the same 4 stocks all day. I haven't traded any other stock other than Beyond, Apple, Facebook, and SoFi, and just smoking it all across the board. And now I just gotta go hit the washroom real quick.
Someone on the chat earlier, guys, asked how did Day Trade the World make it last Friday, and that's my favorite segment. So we actually have some great gains for Day Trade the World for the Friday. So guys, here top 10 traders today, which means on Friday. On the first place, we have someone who made 136,000 trading American and Canadian markets. Congratulations, absolutely great job. On the second place, we also have someone trading American and Canadian markets making 47,000. Third place, New York and Nasdaq, 21,000 profit. And the fourth place, we have someone who traded European markets making 20,000. Guys, it's a great job. Congratulations. Super happy to see Day Trade the World being a successful prop firm, and more gains to come. And again, we trade with PPRate platform. If you guys interested, I will send you the link on the chat. You can join or learn more. It's available everywhere in the world except for the US due to regulations, and you can open office at your home and trade alone, or you can also join existing office. How much did Sean make on Friday? Well, I don't know exact number, guys. As you know, we show P&L per share, so all I can recommend you is just to follow up with the show. And we have position board on the third low for the morning and the closing show, so we show you all the trades, losing and the winning ones. And great news that soon Prad and me will have that position board also. I know we have a lot of requests for that, so it's easier for you guys to see what we traded and what trades we are in currently. Someone brought Tilray, cannabis sector doing great today. Sundial earnings are coming, so maybe that's the reason for this sector moving higher. Tilray up more than 7%. We have 20 million volume on that name with average one 34. It's a little bit lower than average, but still Tilray doing a great job. And we can again go take a look at Sundial, SNDL. Let's see what this one doing. Sundial up 17%, and we have 115 million volume with the average on Sundial would be 97 million. So we have higher volume than usual, and high of the day 0.46 cents. We're now consolidating, moving sideways with support of 0.44. So let's see if this is consolidation before ripping back to day highs at 0.46, or maybe a time to break that consolidation to the downside for Sundial. Let's see, guys, what you also want to talk about. Opinion on Bitcoin levels. Well, BTC, guys, I believe is again below 30,000, which is not really fun. We're now at 29,420. Yeah, looks like we have kind of support in that level. So if we take a look at this simple Google chart, we can see that buyers are coming at that 29,400. We're back to that level. Let's see that more buyers will come. It will push Bitcoin higher, or we will break that support level. Tesla, absolutely, guys. Let's talk about Tesla. You know, I love that name. And we are here back to day low 733.98 level. So now we will see if Tesla will break that support level, or will bounce back higher out of it. And we also can take a look at a higher time frame on Tesla to see what other upcoming levels in case we break that 733. So we're here at 733, guys, and if we break that level, we have another one at around 697. So if we break that one, we have definitely more room to go to 700 at least.
So Ian, and on my way back to my chair, said the Facebook shorts money. Sadly, I'm not in it at the moment. Let's go check out what Facebook's trying to do. Facebook obviously is pushing down. Oh yeah, I closed it. Yeah, I covered. So Facebook is trying to push down without me. So I didn't like the fact how it was bouncing off at 204. Obviously, tons of moves to the downside. We capped off near 205. 205, a nice significant area to be involved at. So all factors considered, you know, I'm happy taking my 50 cents that I got out of it. But if you're holding it, you know, you're probably getting more out of this one right now, because market is going right back to the downside. Goes Nasdaq below VWAP, S&P 500 around VWAP at the moment, and Apple also around VWAP. So Apple cover, I believe, was pretty good, but we'll see if Apple pushes below VWAP, making me regret about that cover a little bit more. But man, tons of opportunities in the market. I did say risk off type of day, but still tons of opportunities. Even with small risk on the board, you can make good money on the moves that we're getting over here. So you know, tons of opportunities to take advantage of. Obviously, you might not think the same way I'm thinking. You're probably thinking, Prad, risk off type of day? What do you mean? There's tons of opportunities to put risk on where stocks are up 50%, 100%. Obviously, it depends on what type of trader you are, what type of signals you look for to trade, and so on. So opportunities are dime a dozen. Facebook now pushing a little bit more to the downside. Let's go actually take a look at Microsoft right now. Microsoft near $260. So Microsoft made a beautiful move off of 250 to 260 today. Actually, lower days not 250, 255, 256-ish. All the way up to 260. So Microsoft trying to get back to positive. Apple once again in the negative. Looks like Facebook is the only one who was in the positive today. Is Tesla in the negative? I'm guessing it is.
Oh yeah.
Tesla's in the negative. Nvidia also in the negative, I'm guessing. Nvidia negative, and AMD I'm guessing is positive. So let's go check out AMD. There we go. AMD flat / positive. Microsoft and AMD too strong to short today. Microsoft actually might be a little bit weaker compared to AMD, just because AMD's positive/flat and Microsoft is in the negative, along with Apple. So Facebook and AMD might be a little bit stronger. Nvidia, Microsoft, and Apple a lot weaker compared to those other two. Google also negative. So yeah, Google being one of the biggest components out there in the market, the top two being Apple and Microsoft, they're dragging down the stock market overall. S&P 500 though, I don't even know if I should say dragging it down, because it's only down about 0.3% and it's bouncing off of VWAP, it's bouncing off of 4K, and it's holding 4K so far. So market still looking good for another pump up to the north side. And if that pump comes in at 1:30, you know, we're at lunchtime right now. It's 12:28 Eastern Standard Time. A lot of these hedge funds, a lot of the traders already are missing. I don't see a lot of the traders on the floor because they're out to go get lunch. They're out to go get some hibachi grills and whatnot. So, you know, they're having fun over there, balling out with their money that they're making on the market at the moment. So I expect the volume to be decreasing. If volume can come back up at 1 o'clock or so, we're looking for some good longs maybe, because the market wants to pop, it looks like. Watch AMC 1150, says Sean. AMC 1150, let's go check out AMC. AMC 1150 coming in very soon. We're only about 15 cents away from that marker. Low a day, it says 1087. Ignore that number. Focus on these two candle bottoms off the opening 10-minute over here, 9:30 and 9:35. So this opening 5 to 10 minutes bottom happens to be around 1152. So let's just say 1150 that Sean called out. I'm expecting some long opportunities coming in around 1150 for AMC. Also, that $10 level on AMC was pretty clean to go long off of all too. I'm not saying we're going right back to 10 today to get long on that, but it looks like AMC might just give you some opportunities to get some long scalps in front of 1160, 1150 or so on. Also defending AMD 95. Who's breaking phones out there, guys? AMD 95 defending. Yeah, please defend that AMD 95. I need you to defend that, please. Thank you, Sean, for defending that one. AMD still in the positive, thankfully, most likely because the homie over there is defending this guy. So don't go down. Don't break the 100 period EMA. I know you're not going to get above 100 anytime soon, but if you do, oh baby, I'm going to be happy. Large caps boring. Listen to the eyes and the ears in the chat, Miss V. AMD dumb stock unless you a whale. Ooh, I don't know about that, but it's probably because, you know, buying power is easier to put in small caps. Small caps are also very manipulated and gamed on. Large caps are very clean to trade. This is why we trade large caps, especially when you have buying power such as ours. We don't have to worry about buying power. You know, I don't have to worry about taking you know, 1,000 shares of Apple or Facebook or whatever. If I want to take 1,000 shares, I can easily do that. So this is why we trade liquid stocks such as AMD, Facebook, and Apple, and so on, instead of most of the other illiquid stocks out there that randomly end up catching some run on that day.
Few people talk about IMPP, and for reason IMPP going higher, we're now at 0.85 cents. So even if we take a look at the higher time frame again, we have some levels here at 0.87, and we're actually moving there. And let's see, guys, if IMPP will have enough volume to go to $1, breaking that levels. But IMPP deserves that rocket ship today. Congrats if you caught that long today.
IMPP, yeah, the another energy stock over there, booming, absolutely booming to the north side. Facebook out for me is 203. So Sean's basically saying if Facebook breaks 203 to the downside, he is done with his long that he started at 199. So multiple dollars in the money already. A trailing stop, some sort of a trailing stop, I guess, for the breakthrough of 203 to the downside. He is taking an exit from his last few shares that he's holding on. So Facebook, beautiful long for him. We got multiple short opportunities on Facebook. We got a short at 205 that we're sadly not a part of anymore, and we also shorted near 200. Facebook is number 3 stock of the day, not by much. Apple number 2, but Beyond is my number 1 stock. Let's go check out what Beyond is doing. Oh my goodness. Of course, right? Just my luck. I was debating holding these last few shares over here for the end of the day move, and obviously I chickened myself out of it. I was like, oh, money! I gotta realize my money. I gotta capture it, and then obviously it just sucks to watch it go even more to the downside. I did mention that I think Beyond hits negative 10% today. Beyond is only 0.5% away from hitting negative 10% today. So I was also right on that mindset of the trade over there. So just goes to show, using, I think, what was it? Sean said it himself not too long ago. His best himself. He said, "I make the most money when I'm not sitting at my desk because then I'm not taking these stupid decisions in the middle where I have my idea. I'm gonna hold it to the negative 10% marker. I have my stop sent out, but because I'm sitting here, I have to talk about other stocks. I don't have the time to look at my positions that I'm looking at. I'm maybe using you guys as an excuse a little bit over here. All things considered." Let the market decide what to do for me instead of me randomly deciding at a whim. Let the market decide for me what I need to do. Use that voice all the time. That was awesome. Use that voice. What? Beyond is hurting it today. I like that adjective, that noun, the I don't know, but whatever it is. Yes, we are watching the stock absolutely poop today to the downside. I've made no trades today. Nice. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with making no trades today. For me, it felt like a risk-off type of day. So my shutdown, even though it's not 50, I'm trading like it's a $50 shutdown. I'm cutting down my size. I'm actually like well above that number, but I'm trading it like it's a $50 shutdown on the day today because I don't really see the opportunities that I want to be a part of. Maybe the opportunities that I did want to be a part of, I could have taken a little bit more risk. For example, Facebook 205, maybe for example even Apple 147 short, I could have added a little bit more risk than I did, but I'm happy being green on the day. I'm happy making money on the day. And I'm happy having 0 losses on the day also. Let the market set up for you. The dollar position too. Yeah, I need to let the market decide for me more instead of me deciding and then complaining about being right about the trade, which happens a lot. Can you please take a look at PayPal? For sure. PayPal, another stock that we are invested in for the long term. We actually like PayPal. By we, I'm talking about me, right? I like PayPal. I don't know about Neil, Sean, Valeria, Brandon, and Greg, and everybody else. I personally like PayPal. I use PayPal services all the time, to pay most of my most of my online bills are going through PayPal without a doubt. So it just sucks that PayPal has to go through what they are right now, which is market heating up for some reason. Market heating up. AMD 95 says Sean, so AMD 95 is heating up too. And PayPal hopefully catches some longs off of this VWAP, but PayPal still down 1% on the day. eBay discontinuing their partnership with PayPal kind of hurt them, and some other factors around the company itself hurt them too. I forget who Sean or Neil were talking about, but someone decided to dump their whole portfolio after saying, buy it. So whoever that person was, I forget what the person that they were talking about, seems to be pretty influential enough to affect PayPal over there too. The PayPal Mafia guy, maybe. I'm not sure if it was one of the PayPal Mafia guys that Sean was talking about, or was it about Elon? Oh, Kramer? They were talking about Kramer. Okay, who cares about Kramer then, right? Nobody cares about that guy. The DXY is falling. Hopes it breaks down. DXY. Get ready for sell-off. Get ready for sell-off. I don't know, man. I don't know if we're actually seeing a sell-off. As I mentioned earlier, the market's actually holding at 4,000. So this is the market right here, holding at 4,000 on the way down and trading above VWAP. So I don't think we're going to see a sell-off just yet. Apple down about 1%, but trying to hold up above VWAP the same way. AMD 95. So AMD about 50 cents above 95. That was a Sean's long over there. Facebook still under 204 but above 203, so Facebook not done yet with the Facebook long also. No need for a drawing board, been killing it, not sure what that is about. Tesla bubble popping indeed. Poop goes the bubble at the moment.
Proud Oxy. All names are doing great today. As we figured out, Oxy is up more than 5%. Again, we didn't break VWAP for the whole day to the downside. The great job, Oxy. We touched high of the day just now at 67.71. Looks like we got rejected a little bit. Let's see if it's like this, or Oxy will try one more time. But if we take a look at the higher time frame, we can see that we have a key level here at around $67-68. So in order for Oxy to go higher, we need to break this level.
I'm not sure if you guys watched Luka Magic absolutely destroy Devin Booker. So this is basically just a meme off that. This is my portfolio. I'm Devin Booker, and this is the stock market. Luka Magic dropping 27 points in the first half when all of Suns combined only have 27 points. That is the state of the market at the moment. Absolutely getting collapsed over here. For the past few weeks, that was at least, right? So now let's see if the market can find some value to the north side for some buyers to the north side above the 4K area. It's trying to do so, but it's been struggling for the most part for the stock market. So we'll see if the stock market actually figures out a way to, you know, stop going to the downside continuously every single day over there. Absolutely insane. More than the Suns have. Yeah, he scored exactly the Suns score in the first half, which is absolutely monstrous. I think Luka's gonna win the cup, man. He's gonna win the ring, not the cup. It's called the Naismith Trophy. He's gonna win the trophy and the ring, man. He's gonna do it. He's gonna beat Golden State Warriors. He's gonna sweep Golden State Warriors, and he's gonna have to face Jimmy Buckets in the finals, and it's gonna be 4-2 Luka. 4-2 Luka against Jimmy Butler, and he's going to sweep the Golden State Warriors. You heard it here first. What do you think, Neil? You like that? Luka's going to sweep Golden State 4-0, and he's going to face Heats, and he's going to beat Butler 4-2. Yeah, man, he's going to sweep Curry. Watch this. I'll put $1 on it. He's going to sweep Curry. And also at the same time, next Friday we all get to go to watch the Jays game, my first ever Jays game. That's gonna be fun. You know, we already mentioned that not too long ago. Oh man, looks like you guys were right. You guys in the chat were right. The market is reversing at the moment. We are about to break VWAP most likely. So Facebook shorts are paying at the moment if you are holding them. AMD right back to 95. If the market holds VWAP, then you know we don't have to scream doomsday yet. But the market's trying to break VWAP over here. UVXY getting elevated up to VWAP over there also. So UVXY going up obviously is going to bring the overall market to the downside, and Nasdaq once again down 1% now, and S&P 500 down 0.5%. So market dumping right away after having a nice little green candle over there. Let's see if we can hold up after this move. Are you using some Tilray pot? Not sure what you're trying to say with that. Possible long opportunities if we go lower. We'll see. We'll see if that is something that could be tradable. I think right now we're just waiting for volume to pick back up and show us some trades. You know, it's 12:40, so we still got 20 minutes for volume to come in right now. So nothing really for me to keep an eye on. Market not really breaking 4K. Yeah, look at that. It just bounced off of 4K. So not breaking 4K just yet on the market. I'm gonna try and take a breakout trade though of the futures to the downside. I'm not sure if that's even smart. Let me see. Yeah, screw it. I'll throw us order out there. We'll try to take a quick little breakout short trade on the futures if 4,000 actually breaks, and if it doesn't, then we don't have to worry about it too much. And I'm gonna create my stop just in case it does pop right back up. 4,000 point. 4,001.75, and that's how many contracts I'm going to be taking. All right, awesome.
Right, we have a new member, King Kian. Welcome to the family on the green side. King Kian, I hope you're having a fantastic, profitable day. Shout out to all the members, guys. Love to see more and more green names on the chat. And I remind you, community, smash the like button, guys. We still have 3,500, 2,600 people watching and 500 likes only. So please help us to increase that number. Smash that like button right under this video and help us get that 1K likes as soon as possible, because remember, consistency is the most important thing, and let's be consistent and get that 1K likes daily. And King Kian, you're very welcome. Thank you for becoming a member. Stop Console Warsaw, shout out to Miss Wee. Cheers on the green tea. Shout out to you, Stop Console War. I hope you are fam having a fantastic day.
Yeah, buddy. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. And yeah, as Miss V mentioned, smash that like button. I don't think I did it myself, so I'm gonna be number 609 today. Number 609 and 666 coming up very soon for anyone who's interested in that. I know Playmaker always tries to steal that number from me, so yeah. Watching the futures right now, attempting to break 4K. Let's see if they can do so successfully. Struggling at the moment, but I think one swipe and we just take out that level and start pushing right back to the lower day on the S&P 500 futures. Nasdaq already down 1 full percent. GSW, best small unit in NBA. This market looking like as sad as the Maple Leafs. All right, 300-second ban Paul. AMC back at that 1150 level, so AMC indeed right back to 1150 level after giving looks like maybe a possible long scalp off that area. You know, I wasn't part of it. I think Sean might have been part of that AMC trade. He was also defending AMD 95. So let's see if AMD can manage to bounce off 95 one more time, because the S&P 500 is not actually breaking 4K just yet. If S&P 500 breaks 4K, we'll be whipped into a short entry, and you will see, oh, right there, bang, just talking about it. We are now short the future. So let's see. I'm also gonna throw out my stop right away. If I get stopped out on it, I'd much rather take that quick little a point or two loss instead of ended up holding on to this possible 4K balance. So there we go. We're quickly walking away from that trade. I don't want to be holding this one for that 4K bounce. Looks like they took out the stops for a quick second and now are trying to push it back to the downside, or maybe push it back to the upside. Keeping a look at Apple, Facebook also pushing to the downside. Let me just throw another one real quick, another order. Bang, 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 and then I'm going to throw another stop. You're not going to do this, right? You're not gonna rip up. You're not gonna do that. All right. Did I just hear stop futures break trade? Yeah. If you know script stop futures break trade. What's wrong with that, Neil? All right. Where are we going to? I dimed you out to Arun. Yo, come on, man. What kind of stuff is that, bro? You can't be doing that. You're supposed to be my manager, not Arun's manager, bro. Come on. Just ratting me out over here, sneaking me out to Arun. Boot. Not even a slipper, a boot coming in next time. Oh, boy. Listen. We're trying out something. We're just trying out something. Holding this Facebook shorts, baby. Yeah, congratulations, man. That Facebook short at that level was absolutely clean. Congratulations for anyone who took that trade with me, because you clearly are going to make a lot more than me, but that's not the point. The point is obviously being part of a successful trade and taking advantage of it. So congratulations for anyone who did that. Same thing on Apple. Apple near the high a day short and when 147 gave you a multiple dollar short. So opportunities are a dime a dozen. Just got to learn to take advantage of it. Looks like the market's not actually going to break 4K to the downside. So my only other trade here is just to flip long. And this will be my last try on the future. So we got 2 tries so far. This will be my last and final attempt on the futures. If this one doesn't work for me, then obviously this 4K level is just an absolute rinse level that just wants to wash people out. And I'm just going to be careful with that level over here. Currently, market trying to move up. VWAP, UVXY hit VWAP and is now getting rejected from VWAP for UVXY. So maybe market starts moving back up. And obviously we saw how at 4K level behaved. Nasdaq also under 12,300, but we could see Nasdaq getting some warm longs coming in there too. Warm longs, I don't even know if that means anything, but Nasdaq getting some longs in it. There we go. Whatever we lost on the futures originally by taking that short, we are immediately up on the futures trade again. So not too worried about those losses anymore that we took just a couple seconds ago. You use the word obviously a lot. Yeah, that's because I'm thinking about other words to say it, so it just comes out when I'm saying it. Listen, man, English is a second language. I can't come up with a lot of words. So obviously I'm gonna come up with a couple words that I can use very easily. It's like Neil using parabolic. You start a counter and see how many times I say obviously, and maybe we can even do the jelly bean counter thing. If you can guess how many times I say obviously in a day, you can get I don't know, some special gift or something. Or if you can guess how many times Neil says parabolic in a day, I don't know, you can get some sort of gift. I don't know. We can think about this. Start a game from it. Talking about the futures, though, here we go. 4 points in the money now on the futures long. Come on, no, don't drop back down. Let's just keep on rocking to the north side on the futures. I wanna make that money back that I already gave away. There we go. Now we're in the profits on futures over here. Let's see if we can ride this one all the way back up to 40.10 or so, and I'll be gladly taking some profits around 40.10. Actually throwing out an order right now for some profits. Awesome. So just getting ready to take some profits on the way up over here on the futures long. So my first red on the day ended up turning into a green trade after being wrong the first 2 times. So let's go, baby. Gujarati or Hindi? Oh, I speak Hindi. I'm not Guju, but I could maybe understand it. I don't know. I could maybe understand it. Can we win a chance to hang out in your room for a night? What? Why would you want to hang out in my room, you creep? That's so weird. Why would you want to do that? Neil's saying capitulate. Yeah, capitulate, parabolic. Everyone has their go-to words, guys. Neil has
horse.
Which one? Gift horse. Yeah, everyone has their go-to words and phrases. Makes our life easier, obviously. Do you know any regional Indian languages? I'm not sure what that means, to be honest. Maybe you're talking about some specific region languages. I'm not sure. Okay, anyways, coming back to the market over here. Market pumping to the north side, baby. 40.08 coming in. So we took our exit on the futures long. Now, which was the only negative stock for me, also now in the positive territory. So quick little futures scalp. Think I'm done with that one on this side. I'm not gonna trade the 4,000 level anymore the same way because it is a rinse level. They just rinse you on those levels. Sanskrit? You mean Sanskrit? Not Sanskrit? No, I don't speak Sanskrit. But Sanskrit is like the parent language of most Indian languages. Like they all derive from that parent language. So no one really speaks Sanskrit anymore. But everyone speaks a variation of that at this point. Am I Sikh? No, my dad is Sikh. My dad is Sikh. I'm Telugu. Yeah, no, I'm just Telugu. Cherokee, Navajo, Delaware. Those are different Indian regions. Those are the native Indians. There we go. That's the right word. Thank you for helping me out, guys. Thank you for helping me out. My brain was pooping over there. All right, where are we going to? Let's go check out the market. The market's not really pushing past 40.10, so I'm glad taking my long scalp and I'm walking away with that one. I'm looking for more opportunities. Facebook didn't really get back to the higher day, so that opportunity did not show up for me, sadly. If you guys see any stocks that you're trading, call it out. I'll gladly take a look at it, and if I see a trade in that, I'm for sure going to abuse that opportunity for myself. At the moment, let's go take a look at some of the stocks we've already taken a look at. Maybe Save. Save has a hostile takeover news coming in, and I actually saw this from Brandon's tweet in the morning. If you're not following us on Twitter, you're making a mistake. Obviously, my Twitter is a little bit of a spam, right? My Twitter is just me spamming about sports and random stuff for the most part. But if you're following the main guys, Trader TV Brandon, Trader TV Brandon, who doesn't even follow me back. Hey, Miss V?
Yeah?
TraderTV Brandon doesn't even follow me back.
He
Uh,
has how you call that when like you become famous.
Oh,
And you
I know what you're trying to say. I know what you're trying to say. I don't know. I know what you're trying to say though. But okay. Anyways, the point is, if you're following the homie over here, he tweets out very information, very amazing bits of gold, amazing bits of information on his Twitter. And in the morning, I saw this one coming in, notification from Brandon Wicken's tweet that JetBlue is thinking about doing a hostile takeover of $30 or more. So that being said, I was looking at Save today. Save jumped up about 11% in pre-market, but Save is still rejecting that hostile takeover in a way. They don't want to be taken over by JetBlue. They want to be merging with Frontier and so on. So all things considered, that $30 might not actually come into play for Save as a buyout. So you might want to be careful for that one.
So Brandon
Brandon's
has
too big
star
for this
fever.
show. Sorry?
Star fever.
Star fever. He's a star boy.
Oh yeah, that song was written about Brandon actually, if you don't know. But actually, guys, as we are talking about Brandon, Brandon is great. He's bringing like fantastic impact on the show and our morning watch list. Actually, Brandon is in charge of that. We post it every morning at around 8:10 a.m. Eastern, and all the biggest movers are in here, news, catalysts, all that stuff. And we have archives, so you can scroll all the way into March 2021 and see what stock was doing at that time. So make sure, guys, you add it to your bookmarks. It's absolutely free. And besides that, we have a sticky note that Sean posts also every morning, even on our watch list. And here, guys, it's very convenient. On the right, you can see that our social media post being copied in here, and you can see Sean posting his sticky note every day. So I would highly recommend you to follow him on Twitter. If you don't have Twitter, create one. First, you will make Elon Musk a little bit happier. Second of all, you will have easy access to a sticky note, and it currently has 136 likes and 46 retweets, which is absolutely great. So guys, here are a few sources out of many we have. All of them are free, and all what we ask for is to give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Great news, great news. Very, very soon we'll become 300,000 subscribers community. Less than 2,000 are needed. I can see more detailed number on YouTube Studio. So we literally need 1,100 subscribers more. I really hope it's going to happen this week.
I'm kind of confused about what Brandon posted just now. I'm just reading it. Rivian sues commercial vehicle group. Oh, okay, I got it now. It was the way it was a little structured confused my brain for a second. So Rivian sues commercial vehicle group, warning price increase disputes could affect production of Amazon delivery vehicles. Court filing says Rivian warns dispute with seat supplier threatens production of Amazon's the cars that are making for Amazon. Apparently they have some sort of a dispute with the guys making them the seats for them. So obviously that's not going to be a good thing for Rivian even more. Ford has been dumping all their position on Rivian for God knows how long now. Well, we know how long. It's been about ever since the lockup period. So Ford has been dumping their shares. Amazon already called out that their battery has been horrible when they first tested it. That kind of brought down the stock at that point. And now Rivian's coming out and saying now we have even more of a supply chain issue, kind of. You know, the threats of a dispute with the supplier. So more supply chain issue coming in. Not good news for Rivian. So Rivian 8% down today. Could just hit the 10% down mark. Nasdaq, S&P 500 once again below 4K. UVXY is flirting with VWAP at the moment. Let's see if UVXY can break out of VWAP and go to the north side, at which point being short in futures might be something that I can consider again. But I did mention I'm not going to get rinsed at this 4K level again, so I'm just going to be hands off on that one. No getting rinsed on levels. Getting rinsed means taking the same trade again and again and again at the same level, thinking that you have it right, even though the market is telling you no, you don't have it right. So don't get rinsed on levels like that. Know what you want to do and do that to your rules. Stick to your rules, stick to your plan. Do not deviate from said plan. Miss V?
Congratulations to Erica, who is trying Oxy in a long. And we were talking, guys, that we have support level for Petroleum Occidental here at not support, but what's the other thing? Resistance level at 68, 63. We're moving there. If we break that level, much more room for Occidental to go higher. And Erica, I wish you a profitable day. Hopefully your trades will work out for you. And also I saw that someone said Tesla is super weak. So guys, you can't mention Tesla and expect I won't check it out. So looks like Tesla trying to find support level at around 728. Again, in my opinion, we have more room to break that to the downside. But I know that again, Mr. Current today's Mr. Current is Tesla king, because all the levels he's calling out are playing perfectly out, and he's actually calling out that 728 level as a great support. So we will see if we break that, or indeed we'll find support at 728 for Tesla.
Something's wrong with my thing, Miss V. You might have to take over for a second.
Sure. So Erica Oliver says, thank Miss V. You're very welcome.
Okay, we're good.
Honestly, keep us updated on your trade. And maybe you long AMD. So not long time ago we were looking at AMD, and I want to see where we're at right now. We're still below VWAP. So guys, let's see, we still have like support here at around $94 where we are at right now, but QQQ down more than 1%. The AMD doing not that bad actually. Even though QQQ is so down, AMD is now pretty much flat, down 0.12%.
What the heck is going on?
Again?
No, we're good. Hopefully we're good. I'm not even sure anymore. We'll see. Okay, so AMD, Miss V was talking about it. Yeah, Sean is apparently long 95. I think he's still long 95. Let's see if AMD can bounce off this. So clearly the market does not want to go down. UVXY keeps on getting rejected at VWAP. So if UVXY keeps on getting rejected at VWAP and market keeps on bouncing off of 4K, AMD obviously could make a nice little long move off of this 95 level. Facebook did move from 205 to 202. So Facebook's kind of, you know, not really helping the market over there, and Apple's not helping the market either by getting under VWAP and not really getting above VWAP and staying above VWAP. So I'm not really sure how much these other stocks that are a lot more weighted than AMD can help out AMD over here. If Apple and Facebook can start bouncing along with Tesla, Google, everything else, AMD long 95, you can expect right back to $96, $97 or so. Also, you know, we're at 1 o'clock right now. In the next 10 to 15 minutes or even 30 minutes, we're expecting volume to come into the market. That volume pump that the market might show up with could be at either direction. So we don't really know what direction the hedge funds or the investment funds will come back and start deciding to trade into. So let's just be a little careful. Let's just be ready at the same time, along with being careful to make these trades. So I think he says out on the break of 95 on AMD. So you're out? Okay, he's already out on his long actually. So he's short Apple. Trying to short Apple against 146, says Sean. So for anyone who's trying to follow the big man on those trades over there, trying to short it against 146. VWAP currently on Apple is exactly where the 100 period EMA and the 50 period EMA are on the 5-minute chart. Happens to be all of them in front of 146 to the downside. So doesn't, you know, that idea just keeps on looking better and better and better to the short side for Apple. If you're shorting here and you're risking it at 146, about 80 cents of risk for a possible move below 144 or an extension to the downside on the overall market, well below 144 to maybe even 142, 140. I'm not saying we see 140 today, but who knows? Who knows? We might just see 140 today. I said we might not see Facebook 205 today, and we actually saw Facebook 205 today. So anything is possible. This market will always be irrational longer than you can stay solvent. This is why we always mention, put your biases aside, know what levels you want to trade, and be ready for said levels. I had my order out to get short 205. I got short 205. Granted, I traded it poorly. It was a big winning trade, but I'm happy that some of you are in that right now and are making it a big winning trade for yourself. Below 700, I declare bankruptcy. Yeah, that's from the Office scene over there, where what's his name from the Office again? Michael Scott. Yeah, what really? I think yeah, you are right. It was Michael. It is sorry. Yeah, Michael Scott. I was tripping out for a second. Yeah, Michael Scott, where he just stands up and goes, "I declare bankruptcy." That's basically what a lot of people might have to do in the market environment that we're looking at. How can I tag Brad? Usually, I'm supposed to be typing in the chat, so because I didn't, you probably
Oh,
can't.
wow.
You do at Trader Brad, and you'll be able to tag me. Yeah, I don't really type in the chat ever. I declare bankruptcy. All right. Moving on, 700 likes. Way to go, chat. Yeah, way to go. And thank you, Bears versus Bull, once again for your continuous help on the chat, helping out Miss V with a lot of stuff over there. So thank you for that side.
And also, guys, as you know, we have now new moderator on the chat, Bears versus Bulls. So we absolutely love you. You're doing a great job, and thank you for explaining me. Last time, Bears versus Bull typed VTG. I thought it's a stock. So now I know it's way to go.
Yeah.
And also one phrase, Bears versus Bulls using BRB. I figure out myself, be right back.
Yeah.
But thank you, VTG. Like I still thought, like, what's VTG?
Yeah. Are we going to Rivian, please? We just talked about Rivian. We can go right back to it to see if it's extending its losses a little bit more off that news that Brandon just put in our chat about 10 minutes ago. Looks like not yet, but it wants to go probably to the negative 10% marker. Here is beyond me. I did say watch the stock go on SSR today, and boy was I right. The stock is now on SSR mode. I am very upset at myself, that is, and nobody else but myself. Very upset about how I'm not able to stick to my plan. I don't know what about it is it maybe Neil and Sean can explain to it. I'm sure they've been through this during their careers of becoming the traders they are now. How do you get to that point where you're able to stick to your rules and just not letting random little candles here or there trip you out? I guess you just gotta throw your lines out there, throw your orders out there, and just stick to your orders. Just stick to your orders and figure it out, bud. Is what Arun would say. I guess figure it out. Stop losses, yeah. I mean, I use those orders. I have those orders out there, but then randomly I just go, nope, I like this level here as an exit. I'm gonna exit, and then obviously I complain about it later. Experience, that's another one. Experience, patience. I know Neil said he used to meditate for a good time, right? So maybe I need to start doing that one more time over there to garner some patience on my own end. I also noticed that I get bored off of trades where like I might be right in the direction of a stock, but since it's not working fast enough for me, I just get bored of the trade and I close it. But what part of that is boring for you? Like it makes no sense, right? So this is the growth of a beginning trader trying to advance himself into the levels of the people who have mentored me and have trained me, obviously. So these are battles that I'm fighting with myself, just to show you that, like, everyone's struggling. I'm sure Sean and Neil probably have some struggles that they're going through, that they're trying to work on themselves. Everyone's struggling. Got to figure out how you're struggling and how to fix it.
That's right.
I'm still on the journey of figuring out how.
Accepting your problem is the first
First
step on fixing that. That's absolutely true, Brad. And I wanted to bring that DTST, which we have on our watch list right at the bottom. It's micro-cap cybersecurity firm that reported a 236% increase in revenue and also said it plans to achieve profitability in the first quarter of 2022. So in pre-market, we were up 35%. Then we were consolidating around Viva, broke that to the downside, and now trying to go back higher. And actually looking at a 15-minute chart, I can see that we had support in here at around 311. So that's where we found support and moving higher, showing this strength. Actually, I can see DTST go back to day highs. So let's see. But again, both, it could be a nice short. If I were trading that, I would probably get in short if we break that 350 level, and absolutely in this area I would try to get out of majority of my position.
Stop Console Wars just said, Prad, take a glance over at your TV on the right side, and I look over. They're talking about the fintech trade, the SoFi trade, the stock that I'm obviously invested in, and I'm very happy to be invested in at all times, even though my account's at zero at the moment. You know, SoFi is being talked about at CNBC. Let's see if we're actually getting a CNBC pump. I'm used to seeing a CNBC candle on the stock when they're actually talking about it. You know, we've seen this on various occasions, so it's not like a 1 or 2 time thing. I'm surprised I'm not seeing that candle just yet, that big volume spike on SoFi, because they're talking about it over there. But overall, man, that same range scalp that SoFi has been giving you is still there. Get long 690, scalp out till 710. Get long 690, scalp out 710. Get long 695, scalp out 710. The opportunity are dime a dozen on SoFi. I took the trade to the opposite side. I shorted it. Honestly, I also went long on it off the $7 level. So the chances are there to take to abuse it. Right now, Facebook finding support at 202, which was the breakout long that we could have had for Facebook. Now on the way down, Facebook finding support at 202. The 50 period EMA and the VWAP are both at 201. So Facebook not too far from VWAP and getting ready to go north along with the overall market. S&P 500 still bouncing off the 4K level. So 4K coming in clutch for anyone interested. And NQ, NASDAQ getting ready to go back to VWAP, which is currently at 12,300. NASDAQ still down 1 full percent on the day, and S&P 500 only down quarter of a percent on the day. So looking good. It is about my goodness. It is 1:08 Eastern Standard Time. So obviously lunchtime coming to an end. Volume is getting ready to pick up across the board, and my guesses would be that. So let's see what stock is the volume picking on. So far about to break out reversal. Not really, but okay.
Super chat from Michael Herbert. Thank you so much, Michael. I can see some Canadian money, so shout out to Canada, everybody. Hey Prad, look at BBIG volume coming in. Last day to buy in order to be eligible for their TYDE curve out. Cost to borrow over 200% might squeeze. So maybe we can take a look at BBIG and for potential levels.
I feel so naked. I don't have an earring on.
What happened? Did you lose it?
No, I forgot to put it on. I just grabbed my ear and I was like, wait a minute, where's my earring? Wait a minute, I didn't wear it today.
Okay.
I wore my necklace, but I wore my earring. I feel so naked now. This feels so weird.
I feel you.
This feels so weird. Okay, let me address the super chat now. I'm sorry I got distracted. I was just touching my earlobes, and now I just can't stop touching my earlobes. Okay, stop it, Brad. Move on from that one. BBIG, let's go take a look at BBIG. BBIG today up about 2%. You're talking about a bunch of variables that I have no outlook on, and by that I mean, you know, I don't know the future. I don't know if anything's gonna squeeze until it does so, and even if it squeezes, people might say it never squoze, right? So you never know in terms of the squeeze or so on. I'm not going to address that short squeeze component at all. But what I am going to say is, you know, if this is the last day for you to buy BBIG shares to be eligible for the Tide carve out, then you know, that might bring some volume for BBIG for anyone who's interested in the spin-off of Tide. But you know, I've seen spin-off trades before. They're not the greatest of the trades out there. They're not too lucrative of a trade anyways. So I'm expecting, you know, Tide to have maybe a one day swing up north, 2-day swing up north, and then eventually die off the same way BBIG dies off. So just be careful. I think people are getting geared up to get hurt real bad on BBIG and TYDE, but that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. I have been wrong multiple times. So I'm gonna be hands off as the investment side, but for a day trade, TYDE and BBIG might pose some great opportunities in the near future. So no opportunity today on BBIG for myself, but near future, I think we're gonna have some great opportunities. Has started liftoff. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is considered liftoff. There is no volume on the stock. 12 million shares on BBIG is relatively nothing. Relatively nothing.
Deluxe on the chat says HNST, Palantir, Python. Can you pick one of those and do a quick review? Maybe
Sorry,
we
could
can,
you start again?
so maybe we can talk a lot about Palantir because we already were talking about Python.
Yeah, for sure. Palantir, another stock that we're invested in on our own portfolio, down about 2% today. So Palantir is struggling, obviously, and has been for a while now. We can't help it. We still like the stock though. We like the company. Hopefully, they start landing more and more gigs. We do know they have the Formula One gig with Ferrari. They have a bunch of defense contracts, or maybe not anymore. I need to get updated on what type of defense contracts they still have. So currently, with the market moving up to the north side, S&P 500 getting back to flat territory, Nasdaq getting back to VWAP. Maybe if Palantir gets back to flat at some point today. But as you guys can see, it's been an absolute barcode of a trade. Nothing really happening today. No relative volume either today, I would guess. Yeah, no relative volume either today for us to pick a trade off of that one. So Palantir, no opportunities. Opportunities coming in at the moment for the S&P 500 futures. So S&P 500 futures ripping to the north side. A triple top maybe coming in at 40-20 areas, and we're about to be flat on the day for S&P 500 for the third time now. And Nasdaq also NQ/M22CM. Nasdaq also getting ready to get above VWAP, but not yet to flat zones for Nasdaq. So this means Facebook moving off of 202 to 203. This means AMD moving off from 95 to 96, and this also means Apple moving from 145 to 146. So multiple stocks moving almost $1 in the money, thanks to the beautiful longs coming in on the stock market. I know a lot of you were saying bull trap, bear trap. One thing that I always focus on to see who's getting trapped maybe is the volatility index. The UVXY ETF on Amex is what we look at. So UVXY getting rejected at VWAP. What's the 4K bounce on the S&P 500? The same thing over here too. But when this was going up, that's when the market started double topping at the highs and started coming down. The same thing over here. So you want to focus on more than one thing instead of just looking at the overall Nasdaq market and using, for lack of a better word, okay, maybe I won't be that rude about it. Don't just use patterns such as bull flag pattern, bear flag pattern, and just because a chart forms in a specific way with the stick under it doesn't mean that it has to do specific things. Just because the stock has a head and a right shoulder and a left shoulder doesn't mean it has to do that exact thing. Use actual variables in the market such as the volatility index. You could use maybe the treasury yield numbers. You could use some other factors to help you around it. You can use intraday support levels, yearly support levels, daily support levels, but just sticking to bear flag pattern and monkey pattern, kangaroo pattern, and trying to make a trade out of that might just burn people a little bit. Moving away from that rant, let's go take a look at the other rant, which was how the heck was Maple Leafs? How is that an interference call? Even Greg comes to me, and you know what? Greg actually plays hockey, and so I have to listen to him. And also, he's my manager, so I don't want to lose my job. I have to listen to him and just nod my head and agree with him on that side. No, all jokes aside, how on earth is that an interference call for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Like, man, that was supposed to be a 2-2 going into overtime. Granted, though, apparently they whistled before the goal went in, and that was such a BS interference call. I almost flipped the table at the bar, man. They were lucky that the bar was bolted in, okay? They were lucky the bar was bolted into the ground, or I would have went Hulk mode and flipped the whole bar open. Like, absolutely blatant interference. You're joking, man. The man just stood there looking at his defenseman. Like, come on, dude. That was not blatant interference at all.
CEI. Few people talk about another penny name, Prad, a penny stock.
CEI?
CEI, Camber Energy. We're actually running. We have resistance level at around 0.81. We're heading into there. So let's see how high CEI can go. But again, we have 23 million volume with average 75 million. So volume is not that good, but it doesn't prevent CEI from going higher.
CEI, yeah, CEI. We've been, I'm used to seeing the stock go crazy a little bit, but obviously the stock is under $1, so this is maple leaf behavior. Yo, chill, man, chill. Those are fighting words, okay? That's not maple leaf behavior. That goal was legitimate. I don't care what anyone has to say at this point. That was not interference, okay? Listen, life is rigged, NBA's rigged, NHL is rigged. There is no winning. That's the end of it. There is no winning. All right, CEI. We've been watching CEI for a long time now when the stock was actually above $1. I remember even trading it. I always talk about how I don't touch low float stocks and so on, but I remember trading CEI for a good time and making a decent chunk of money on this stock too, if I can remember correctly. Wow, what the heck am I going? What am I looking at over here? Can I get the 1-year chart? What is going on over here? Why is the chart so ugly? Yucky. That's so ugly. Maybe I have to zoom in big time.
Maybe choose.
That's still so ugly. Anyways.
Maybe you can choose like one day, like in that.
Yeah, maybe we go to 5 days or something. That's a better idea. So overall, as you guys can see, the stock has been above $1 for a little while. I think we even see the highs of like 11 or 12 at some point on this position that I used to trade. Oh, 4, not 11 or 12. $4, $2 to $4 ranges, but instantly back under $1 for CEI. Since it's an energy stock, half of those moves are just going to be energy moving Camber. But back when Camber used to be in play, it was actually because of a meme play. So now the play is a little bit of a different play. And what's the short flow for CEI now, Miss V?
Uno momento.
On my platform, I see 9.52. On Finviz, I would see what? On Finviz, I don't even see a number, and I don't know what Miss V sees on her end.
Free float is 357 million for me.
Free float is 300. No, short float. What's the short float?
Short interest 9.50%.
9 point. Okay, so I see the same number on that side too. Awesome. How's car racing rigged? I don't know, dude. Everything's rigged, man. Listen, when your teams lose, everything's rigged. Okay. CEI was a Zach Morris pump. That is true. It was also the Twitter dummies pump over there. Pretty Daddy, what's your slipper stock pick of the day? I guess, you know, Neil mentioned my sticker stock pick of the day, which is a breakout futures trade. I guess that was slipper worthy. I don't know how that was slipper worthy or why that was slipper worthy, but you know, if it's slipper worthy, it's slipper worthy.
Tesla fading, trying to break 720 to the downside. It didn't hold to that 728 level. So let's see, guys, if we will be able to touch that 700 level, which is strong one. But again, it will be another $20 to lose on Tesla today. We'll see if it's going to happen. So QQQ also has more room to go lower according to levels. So anyways, we will find out later. And actually, guys, a few people talk about Microsoft, Walmart, and maybe we could talk a bit about Walmart while I'm preparing earnings board, because Walmart is going to report.
For sure, Walmart has earnings.
Yes.
So Walmart has earnings. We'll take a look at the board whenever Miss V gets ready for it. Well, usually Walmart in the market environment we're looking at, which is the high inflationary period, you know, good buy. We've seen Walmart take out high days, all-time highs, and then come back down, especially on big down days on the market. Walmart has just been on an upward trajectory. So short Walmart due to inflation. I don't think that's the right idea. That's actually the opposite of what people are doing on Walmart. The idea, because the opposite is the play, inflation does not really affect companies such as Costco or Walmart, because all they can easily do is raise prices, and you're still gonna have to go pay that price for Walmart food and Costco food, because you're not gonna find anything cheaper outside of Costco and Walmart. The mom and pop grocery stores, the Freshcos and the Sobeys over here are way more expensive than you know, those prices in general, but you're still gonna end up going and paying for it. So at the end of the day, these companies are gonna boom about that. what are since we talked about Walmart, are you
Yeah,
ready? Yeah.
absolutely. So, guys, these are companies that are going to report after the close today and before they open tomorrow. And right in the middle, you can see the Home Depot and Walmart. Both are going to report tomorrow before they open. We also have Tencent Music Entertainment. We have the Data Group. We have Take-Two Interactive, Rocket Lab, and C. Shoals and Ginkgo. Those I don't know, but this side is absolutely interesting for tomorrow. What do you think, Brad?
Yeah, for sure. I think you hit it on the nail. C and T2 are gaming, so I'll take a look at those for sure on my own end because they're gaming side companies. Walmart and Home Depot being the biggest names on there, obviously. Rocket Lab RKLB will be something that we have to watch. That stock moves around a little bit. Tencent, I'm not really that interested, but Data, Chinese stocks have been in play for God knows how long now, so we'll have to watch that one too. Lots of fun names still coming in. The board is a little bit dead than what we're used to, so sadly it just goes to show that the market,
very sad.
yeah, well, not for Miss V. She's very happy the fact that she doesn't have to go through a million stocks in a day. I'm saying sad for me because there were so many opportunities to trade every single day that I didn't know what stock to pick to trade. Now I have to come in. It's like, okay, there's like 5 stocks to trade, and everyone on the floor is trading the same 5 stocks.
I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll see. So, guys, write what you are the most excited for tomorrow from this board, and hopefully these names, even not a lot of them, but they will bring a lot of fun for us tomorrow.
Yeah. So we talked about Walmart over here. So market does not want to really go to the downside. UVXY wants to take out the lower days most likely and extend even further to the downside. UVXY now down 4% on the day. S&P 500 pretty much flat on the day, but in the negative side by almost 0.1%. And NASDAQ still in the negative territories and will be for a little bit longer, but only down 0.7% instead of being 1.3, 1.4% at one point is what I remember seeing, or maybe it was 1.3, I'm not sure. Where are we going next? BBIG is the thing for the next few days. I'm not sure about that one, man. Obviously you're gonna have some fun excitement coming in for BBIG, but that spin-off will immediately go right back to the downside. Right now though, BBIG taking out the high a day. Look at the volume come in. So BBIG actually has a volume rise. The market is also picking up some volume. As mentioned, UVXY is going down. Facebook's trading between 202 and 203, so Facebook's looking to take out the range over there too. Apple trying to move past 146 to 147. So Apple getting ready to give me another trade maybe. What do I have over there? I have a stop out on Apple when I'm not even in the trade. So I should be a little bit careful on that side. S&P 500 getting ready to take out the high day very soon. Can we actually break out of 40-30 on the S&P 500 and keep on moving? That's the real question here, because that will put a bunch of longs into play right now. So AMD 96, baby. There goes AMD ripping at the moment. Tesla has found a bottom, maybe. Yeah, Tesla 720. I think I heard Neil or Sean mention 720. No, 750 was it?
700.
700.
Yeah.
700. So only $20 away from 700.
That's what I was
That's
supposed to
nothing
say.
for Tesla.
Anyways, if it goes higher out of this level, I will be happy, but I don't know. I'm in the mood for Tesla to go to 700, maybe because I lost today on it. I don't know, but interesting that BBIG was brought to us not that long time ago, but definitely everybody talk about that name right now. And we broke the high of the day and ripped to the upside. We're now 274. Let's see, guys, where
Tesla to
BBIG will
zero.
go.
No, sir. I was just reading chat. Sorry.
And yeah, maybe we can see if BBIG has any news today.
Yeah, they're just waiting on the spin-off over there.
Oh, I
BBIG
see.
is gonna just do this normal, not too much of a substance move for the longer spectrum. We'll have to wait to see how the spin-off actually plays off. And I've seen a bunch of spin-offs already. AT&T spinning off Warner Music Media, and then a bunch of other companies spinning off a bunch of other stuff. Actual valuable companies spinning off valuable companies didn't really bring anything. So BBIG, which is not really that big of a valuable company spinning off another not that big of a valuable company. I'm not really expecting anything coming out of that one. I would rather not let people get trapped into that one. Just be careful. We have seen BBIG rip up to $8 and then immediately go back to $2, or my own friends have been stuck in that position at this moment. Brad, can you short gas prices in the GTA? Just short gas prices overall, man, if you want to short. But no, that doesn't mean the gas price in the GTA will get affected overall unless the crude futures, unless you're dumping millions and millions of dollars in the crude futures and you're bullying the market single-handedly. Twitter dumping. Twitter is in the fear of Elon not actually going through with the deal. So sadly, that deal is under scary territories now. So I did say that there could be a moment where the deal doesn't go through because of regulatory fears, but instead of that fears, we're actually getting a whole different fear, which is Elon just not going through the deal. He also said something along the words of, I believe, what was it, he broke a clause of some sort that he wasn't supposed to talk about how Twitter handles the bots or the algorithm for the bots or something. But since he spoke about it, that is now a problem from the Twitter lawyers coming in. That might also be a blockage, to put it. So just every time someone's trying to win, there's a million people trying to stop that person from winning, right? Every time you try to climb one ring of a ladder, there's 10 people trying to grab your leg and bring you back another ring down on that ladder. So people don't want you to win, and that's just a sad part about it. Well, I think the deal still goes through. Granted, that's just my opinion. If it doesn't go through, it just failure for Twitter even more. The company already doesn't make money, and now the only chance that they make money, it just struggles. Where are we going to? I want us all to win. Yes. Preach, Prad. Buckets of crab mentality. Not sure what that is. Preach, Prad. Thank you, Stephanie. Market going up. How are the resistance going? Market indeed ripping up to the north side. We still have some barriers though. 4060 is a barrier on the north side on the S&P 500, and Nasdaq. I think we could maybe go up to 12,420 or so, and see how we trade there. But right now, 12,300, man. They've been struggling with 12,300 quite a bit, but we just cleared 12,300 to the north side by about 26 points on the Nasdaq futures. So market actually moving up north side in a pretty decent way. UVXY breaking the low at day. That's all you need to know. UVXY breaking the low at day, and the longs are here. The longs are not getting trapped. There are no bull traps. And maybe there was a bear trap. I don't know. I don't even like using the word those bull and bear trap setups that people call them. At the end of the day, the longs are here. The volatility is fading off. Obviously, the UVXY being down says everything about the market that we need to. So Tesla bouncing from those lows, Apple bouncing back to almost higher days here, getting ready to give me another short opportunity. I'm actually going to throw an order out on Apple near right there. So we'll go throw another order out on Apple short. We'll throw an order out on Facebook also to see if they can give us some size at 205-ish. We'll throw that flat 205. Wait, why did my order not go through? There we go. We're good. We're probably not getting the flat 205 fill though. I'll be real. I'll be very real about that. AMD. What's AMD doing? 96. What's Microsoft doing? Is Microsoft ripping? Hey, Microsoft high a day, baby. Microsoft's actually in the positive direction now. So 0.52% to the north side for Microsoft. 262.50 coming into play right now. Beautiful, beautiful numbers across the board for the tech sector in general. Facebook still not at 205, but let's see Facebook truck up to 205. That would be good. Shoot, triple top, please go up. Yeah, Miss V?
So Dominic Fimolaro brought the name GPK, which is Graphic Packaging Holding. We're up more than 1% on the day. And guys, if we take a look at a higher time frame, we can see that there was a drop on 13th. But then a huge candle went to the upside. As I can understand, some imbalances, big imbalances went out on buy side, which was what caused that move to the upside. So basically the stock was down, and then by the close it just reaped to 21.34, and here in pre-market we dropped a lot back to 20.27, but the GPK is trying to recover, go back to that 21 level actually.
Let me just go see what that is real quick. That could just be after hours move. If there was some big imbalance, then I don't know what the heck happened over there.
Yeah.
Obviously, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that could have happened. We can't really see right now. I'm trying to see if I can see it, but I can't. I'm just going to put this one volume back up there. So graphical package holding with about, what's the volume on this one today? About 1 million shares traded. Relative volume is
3 million is average.
Average is 3 million, so the relative volume is actually pretty low. Looks like the stock is not doing the amount of relative volume it does. We're seeing it less than 1. Anytime we see it over 1, that's about normal, and over 2 means the stock is really in play. So today, according to those variables, the stock's not really in play, but still in the green territory. So up 1%, actually 1.2% up. S&P 500 soaring, baby. S&P 500 ripping the 40-30 right now. What a clean move coming in on the futures over there. I should have just held my long a little bit longer on futures, maybe even added back on it. Tons of question for myself, but in the kangaroo market, I'm more than happy scalping my exits all day instead of holding anything. Waiting to see what some of these other stocks will do. Apple not really giving me my entry just yet for my short side, so that's gonna be a little annoying. Let's see if we can catch that one. And
markets are back to the upside.
That's right, markets are soaring right now. They're ripping and getting to the green side. So CVNA, that was a stock that I remember Neil mentioned in the morning show. So let's go check out Carvana. Carvana had a pretty big bump up in the pre-market itself. Let's see what they did ever since. So looks like they were up about 6 to 7% maybe in pre-market. Maybe a little bit more off the open. Maybe a little bit more off the open than they were in pre-market, but coming back a little bit, coming back below 40 to find support around $39, and now trying to hold $40 as the next support level when the market is obviously ripping. Goes the market. So S&P 500 trying to test 40-30 areas, and NASDAQ trying to hold above 12,300 areas at the same time. So let's see if the market can hold. I think we can watch all of these moves come into beautiful areas for us to trade in. Specifically, I'm gonna go check what AMC is doing. AMC managed to make about a 20-cent bump up from 11.50. So I'm not sure if Sean is still holding that one, but that's a successful trade for his call out. He said watch 11.50 AMD, and AMD's low a day is exactly 11.50. Did not manage to go lower than 11.50 today. So multiple winning trades, man. All you have to do is follow the man on Twitter, the Sticky Note Nation.
Sticky Note Man. Again, congratulations to Erica, because Oxy works perfectly. It broke 67. We're now 68.31. Great job on that one. And guys, I really want to ask you for help, as less than 30 minutes left until the first Market Mover show of this week. We're still looking for that 1K likes, 2,500 people watching us right now. We have almost 800 likes. So honestly, if you didn't like this video yet, please spend less than 1 second, give us a like, and we would really appreciate that, because we create that YouTube content, all of us in here at TraderTV.Live. It's absolutely free, and but likes is very important to us, because not only improved YouTube algorithm, but to see that you enjoy what we do, and we're here for you every day. So we really hope you give us a like every time you join the stream.
Thank you, Ms. V. I'm just looking for some stocks over here to talk about. I'm picking maybe some Netflix over there, some Snapchats. We talked about Palantir already. We can go look at MULN, whose also relative volume is actually pretty low. Let's go to relative volume leaders over here. Save, no point in talking about Save. Maybe DVAX, TVTX, some of these low float stocks. A little low on the volume end, but relative volume is pretty tight on that side. Okay, let's go over here instead. AGRI, CMRX, RTLR. What is RTLR doing? So RTLR. RTLR is not even sure what that is, but it's another oil stock. So another oil stock up about 16% today. RTLR most likely moving along with its partner in crime, such as HUSA, RTLR on Nasdaq. Yeah, on Nasdaq, moving along with TUSA, IMPP, and everything else, up 16% overall with tons of relative volume, as you guys can see over there. 46 times relative volume. GFF, not sure what that one is. Let's go take a look at GFF. On New York, GFF 3% to the north side today. And what stock are you? GFF is Griffin Corporation. What do? Producers building products. Building products. That's a neat way to just leave it up, sum it up, and leave it over there. I need to put my 1 year chart over here, and I need to get my 15-minute chart over here. 15-minute chart, awesome. Now we can take a better look at everything that we want to. So GFF also ripping to the north side. Is that all-time high? No, it's not. That's what I thought. So taking out the 52-week high, looks like. So 52-week high coming in today on GFF. There we go. Yeah, 52-week high. I'm expecting 29 to have some support. Even 27 if it does manage to come back all the way to 27 in the rest of the week. We have this gap fill play also from $27 to $24. So that's something we're also looking at on GFF. Tons of opportunities, man. Let it be a kangaroo market. Still trades to be made. Apple not going to give me my entry near the high a day, and the market might be already getting exhausted. So here comes S&P 500, maybe back to the downside slightly. Nasdaq's gonna follow it. Facebook's getting capped off at 204. Looks like Facebook's not managing to get above 204. Apple's not managing to get back to 147, which is where I'm trying to take my fills. So it looks like we're gonna miss out on some of the short opportunities that we want to be part of right now. Market getting ready to go push back right to the downside. UVXY down about 5% today, and it's trying to create a green tick. So market might just have a tiny bounce coming in for it. Let's see what happens. I do believe this is the all-time high for GFF. Sorry, Miss V. GFF, I think I saw a 52-week high. Is that the all-time high? Well, not sure what these are then. Maybe these were back when the splits were happening, maybe for the stock or so. But yeah, I can see a split right there. So the stock obviously went through some splits, and yeah, I guess we are at the all-time high right now. Fun stuff.
Neil on the chat brought some news on that PTLR, guys. So again, average volume is 300,000. Today we have more than 6 million volume on that name. And the news are that Diamondback Energy agrees to buy Rattler Midstream for $2.2 billion. And we can see that in pre-market we had a great jump to the upside, and currently company doing not really much, but anyways holding that highs.
Holding the high. So if it's a buyout, 2.2 billion, then that's surprising. I didn't hear about it today. Maybe that's something for me to add it onto my notes. I asked Neil to see if it's a buyout, all stock. Okay, so it's not a cash. It's an all stock buyout. So that'll be fun to watch in the near future. RTLR. RSI cooling off for another rip. Yeah, that's a decent enough of an indicator if you want to use. Diamondback press Rattler. That is right. That's what Ms. V just said, I believe. CAGG halted. Really? Why is Chegg halting? CAGG just halted apparently. Now let's see if it halted to the upside, downside, left side, right side. I'm seeing green candle. It halted at 1844. It halted to the upside, baby. It halted at the day's high. Looks like we were trading at $17. We jumped up to 1844 and halted right away. Now we gotta go check if this halt is what I'm trying to say is a limit up down or a news halt. It is a limit up down halt, a volatility halt. So it's not a news halt, and the stock should open up in about 5 minutes or so. I don't see a resumption time, so that's pretty weird. But it is a volatility halt. Now we're just waiting for the stock to open up to see what happens overall. It is going crazy. Clearly, it jumped up $1 in less than I think the rules are 10 seconds or something. So clearly that put it into halt territory. Check going from being negative on the day, I believe, into positive off that one candle. So now with 1.7 million shares traded, How much is the relative volume on this one? Relative volume of 0.60 still. I'm expecting that to go up after the stock opens. CAGG, here are some levels that I've already mapped out not too long ago. We're at 1844 right now off of that halt move. So this is that move that I'm talking about that's not showing up on our platform. Being halting at 1844, it wants to open up at 1850. So only a 10-cent open indication from the halt price, not too much from here. And some of the levels that I'm looking at would be this $20 level, even this $20 and $21.17 level is something to keep an eye out for. We also have this gap fill trade to 24.63 if that trade comes into play for Chegg. If I remember correct, Chegg was the student teaching platform. Let me just go confirm if it is. The online education platform, right? Yeah, that's the one I thought it was. So yeah, American Education Tool. I remember a lot of people were using this tool to cheat on their homework and stuff. I don't know if that's still happening. Back in the day, I remember my friends were like, "Oh, bro, did you hear about this Chegg, man? Oh man, you can do your homework for you, dude. Yeah, you can just sit at home, not do anything. Oh man, look at this. Chegg is actually heating up right now. Looks like we opened up at $19 or something. What did we open at? We opened up at 1850. That's not true. We did not open up at 1850. We opened up higher than that. Chegg is moving right now. Okay, Chegg, I see you. It's about to halt one more time. I might just have to take a long into this halt if it does give me a halt. Let's see. Yeah, I'm singing the Mario theme song in my head so I can decide what I want to do. Right now, the futures are coming to the downside. So as I mentioned, that Apple 147 short still coming into play, just not where I want to be part of, obviously. Facebook 204 short kind of in play right now. I would much rather be short at 205. And markets now pushing to the downside because UVXY is curling to the north side. But here's CAGG is what we're looking for. Thank you, Brandon, for putting in the report for us 5 minutes ago. Actually, I missed that. Oops. Reported Baiju considering acquisition in the U.S., potentially targeting Chegg or 2U. TWOU also being discussed as halted. TWOU 2U. Another company that is like Chegg, I guess, is also in play along with Chegg. Yeah, exact same moves coming in with both of them because Baiju is thinking about buying either one of them and being established in the U.S. So, Chegg getting halted another time? Nope. Just a little bit illiquid compared to Chegg, maybe. Let's go right back to Chegg, see if this one can give us they're the same liquidity, exact the same thing. All right. Where are we going to, Miss V?
Yeah, I'm just looking at QQQ. As you said, we got rejected out of the highs in this area. I'll move the chat real quick. So QQQ got rejected at around 301. But let's see. Anyways, we have more chances for QQQ to try go higher. Tesla found the low of the day at 719. Made a nice move all the way to 736. So everyone who got that into the long position, congratulations to you guys. And QQQ is now down 0.46%. So high chances we will finish this day in the green territory, as the high chance we will finish this day in the negative territory. Only markets know, and as less time being left until the end of market movers, I again, guys, really ask you to like this video. Because if you like lurking in the background, or I don't know, maybe you open your chat and you don't have that window in front of you, just only chat, quickly exit the chat, give us a like, come back. We wouldn't ask that if it wouldn't really be important to us. Stretch time.
Ugh. That was a good little stretch over there. All right.
I thought you were gonna fall for the second.
Sorry, Monsieur?
I thought you were gonna fall for the second.
Imagine live on TV. Woo! I cracked my head open. I'm bleeding all over the place.
You don't have camera for the floor. How would you see
true.
that?
We need one of those up down cameras.
Yeah.
Up down cameras. before this inception gets out of hand, yes, please do what Miss V mentioned. You know, a lot of you have questioned us, does the like button even help you guys as much as you guys beg for it? It honestly does. We're only 1300, I believe, is what Brandon mentioned in the morning. 1300 was it, away from being, yeah, 1300 away from being 300k subs. So each one of those likes that you give us every single day puts that stream out there in front of more and more people who are, you know, maybe watching trading videos or maybe googling trading clips here and there. So you know, not only do we want to grow the community, we also want to help people take more educated trades, more educated risk parameters overall. You know, Neil and Sean have mentored me to the point where I am right now. Even Valeria, you guys have seen her blossom into a butterfly from a cocoon and so on.
Lol.
So you know, it's all about trying to help people. At the same time, we like entertaining you guys. You know, Sean and I, Neil and Brandon, all of us, we love entertaining. We love doing this job besides the trading part. So not only for us, but just for yourselves too. Help us grow the community. Smash that like button and help us get to that 300,000 subscriber count. Only 1,300 away. Tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your brother. Use your second account. Use your third account. Use your account you created when you were 12 years ago and you don't use it anymore because it has 0007 behind it, right? So whatever emails you have over there that you don't use anymore, smash that subscriber, because we want to get to 300k. Eventually we'll get to 1 million, and then I get to take a picture with a nice diamond button and then be like and flex it to girls at bars. Be like, hey, look, I'm a YouTuber, I got a diamond button, I just have to hide the name
Will you
at the
bring
bottom.
that with you to the bar?
No.
Out
Just a
of your
picture.
backpack. Hey, look, I have diamond button. And she's
No,
like,
no,
"Oh."
just a picture. But I'm gonna hide the name over there because it'll say Trader TV Live, right? So I'm like, hey, this is my diamond button,
Yeah.
but realistically, it's the company's diamond button.
But well, you're part of this, right?
Part
so it's
of
yours
it.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, cloud chase. I'm gonna cloud chase. Enough about the cloud chase, because right now Chegg is getting clapped to the downside off the halt. Let's see if Chegg finds support at the halt price, which was at $18.40, $18.50 or so. VWAP right now on Chegg is at slightly below $19, slightly below 19. So we'll see if Chegg can bounce off of any of these price points and get ready to go play with that level I just mentioned around 21.17. I think if we do get to 21.08, we see some rejection. Already seeing rejection near 20.41, so the idea is already playing out on CAGG. MULN is apparently blasting off. Let's go check out MULN. The stock once again getting back above $1, up 10% on the day today, and getting ready to excite people once again on an EV stock that I'm used to seeing, you know, well below $1. Got lucky, got above to $4, and now again below $1. Pratt ATER is skyrocket. ATER, the stock also, I remember, I think this was actually a Dominic Famularo classic, you know. One day the stock was just ripping, and again, once again, here we go, 11% up. Moving to the north side, taking out the day's high, but I think we have some levels right here. These days lows near $4, those consolidation bottoms are pretty obvious to use as a level. And then we also have another level around 570 to I'll say 550, and then we have another level from $7 to I'll say 650. So we have multiple levels on the upside, and I'm sure Dominic is happy watching ATER skyrocket right now. What was the stock again? What is ATER? Atrian Inc. Internet retail stock. So if I remember correctly, I think it was around September over here is when Dominic called it out, or maybe over here. For sure not November 2020. That's when we started the Market Mover show. I think it was somewhere around here. So if we look at these levels from here, I think the stock could start going crazy once again. Go test that $4 level, go test that $6 level and that $7 level. As long as the longs are back in play and the bottom is in the market. That being said, though, forget about the bottom being in the market, because the shorts are back in the play near the high of days for the stocks such as Facebook, Apple, and AMD, and so on.
I can see that someone talking about VTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund. We're actually flat on the day, down 0.02%, and average volume 5 million, but currently we have around 3 million volume. So do you mind to take a look at VTI chart?
Sorry, Missy?
VTI.
VTI. I got distracted by the work chat. VTI. Let's go check out on Amex. Yeah,
Yes.
on Amex. So $200 stock. VTI. What is this? What is VTI? VTI is Vanguard. Ah, okay, Vanguard. Okay, we all know what Vanguard is, right? So Vanguard today flat on the day. Good job, Vanguard. Vanguard owns like a lot of stocks on their portfolio. If you want to go take a look at what they own, we can quickly do so right here. I think, how do I do this? I think I just type in VTI. VTI Vanguard stock market ETF. Is this just basically the S&P 500 copy? Yeah, I think this is just the Vanguard S&P 500 copy, if I remember. So pretty much everything over here is the S&P 500, I think, except for Berkshire and United Health. Except for those two, everything else is the same. Let's just go confirm that real quick. SPY. Oh no, they do have United and Berkshire, so it's the exact same thing. It's just managed by a different company over there. So for some reason though, these guys are flat, and the overall S&P 500 index is actually up 0.14. So it's the whole market. Yes, it's the S&P 500 clone pretty much. So for some reason these guys are flat, and the overall S&P 500 ETF is up. Obviously, I guess some of that has to depend with prices and so on. Okay, see, I didn't know that. Yes. I as soon as I saw Vanguard, I knew it was the S&P 500 clone. I just had to confirm it because I don't want to look like an idiot on the show and say wrong things. So I just had to confirm it, had to Google it. And I'm sure that helps some people learn how to Google it too. If you ever run into a question, Google is your best friend, my friends. Google has a lot of the answers, a lot of answers. This website over here, ETF.com, is very helpful for finding out what stocks are in said ETFs. For example, XLF. We know it's a financial ETF, but what if you don't know what stocks are in there? You just open it up and you can see exactly what the weightage is for said ETF and what stock is weighted and how much they're weighted and so on. Who thinks the catalyst tomorrow will be bad? Yeah, I don't like to predict. I like to wait. And I like to wait and see when the numbers come out. So I'm sorry, I can't answer that question. ETF or stocks? No, that's for ETFs. For stocks, you just gonna have to Google it on a different website, I guess, for the most part. Look at Microsoft. Let's go check out Microsoft. MSFT. Microsoft, nope, that's not Microsoft. Oh man, Microsoft up $1 full now, moving up to 264. I should have just taken long Microsoft at 256 today. I don't know why I chickened out. Oh well, can't be crying about it too much. Just be happy about the overall move that Microsoft is giving you at the moment. Beautiful long coming in. Microsoft is indeed going crazy after star. You are not wrong by saying that, my friend. Market getting ready to go back to the north side, so maybe Facebook can give me this 205 short now, or Apple can give me that 147 short. Microsoft maybe 265 could be something to think about, nice and even number, or even 270 could be something to think about. I'm not sure Microsoft can actually make that big of a swing today from 255 to 270. I think 265 would be something to take a look at for Microsoft on that end. Are you in AMD, Sean? Are you in AMD? He's in AMD at the moment. Are you still short or no, long? He's long right now. So research for profit, Sean is in AMD and he is holding the long side. Trying to send Jeff message but no apply. My name is Jeff. Thank you, John Juan Sewers. Coin hitting HOD resistance. Man, coins are like $60, eh? Coin's struggling at the moment. Still down 2%. I mean, obviously because the coin, Bitcoin struggling, Luna struggling, Ethereum and everything struggling. So Coinbase struggling because of that. Why are you going short instead of going long? That's just the type of trader I am, man. That's just I do what I do to make me money, and sometimes they make me money, sometimes they don't. I could explain it to you, but it doesn't. I'm a reversal trader. I play a lot of reversals on the day. I look for trend reversals. For example, Facebook going at 205. was the perfect trend reversal. I just wish I traded that a little bit better. I would have gotten $3 per trade. Even Apple, when I had that, I wish I traded this a little bit better because I could have gotten another 50 cents on that trade. So you know, it just depends on knowing your setup and knowing your rules. It's you got to figure out on your end exactly as to what type of setups you like to play, what side of setups you try to look for. And Neil knows this about me way too much by now. Neil, like every time Neil and I talk, he goes, you know, you're a reversal type of trader. You want to be looking for this. You want to be looking for that. So that just comes up to you on your setups as to what you want to look for. If you don't go both ways, you're doing it wrong. That's, you know, you're right, but I think you're saying it in a perverted way. You are right, though. You got to be learning and willing to go both directions. If your short doesn't work, you got to be willing to go long, the same way I did on my future short. MES M22CM. So I went short futures, didn't work out for me. I went short futures again, didn't work out for me. So I said, screw it. I went long, and it ended up working out for me.
Stop Console Wars on the chat is asking where is Justin Kozak. Well, thanks for asking. Like you're feeling that Justin will be joining our closing show for a bit to announce something. So make sure you'll be there. And also those who are asking if Sean still in AMD and other positions, guys, in only 4 minutes the closing show will begin. You will go back to Brandon, Sean, and Neil, and yeah, they will update you on all their trades, and we'll get into new ones with you. And meanwhile, I remind you that we're still waiting for 1K likes. All of us need just 45 more. So team, still 2,400 people watching, and what we're begging and asking for is 40 likes. Please help us from begging for 40 likes and just smash the like button.
Thank you. 40 more. Okay, that's I think we can. That's doable, right? That's pretty doable. Let's go to Just Your Heart. Aw, Tyrone, you cutie. All right. You know, that's pretty cute. Where are we going to? Hello, Miss V, says Edgar Lopez.
Hi, Edgar.
Yeah, with the last
1K likes. We did it. Oh my God, I was quick, guys. Thank you so much. Still 3 minutes left into the show.
Awesome.
We need to hire Tony so he can teach us some moves, because feels like we're getting a little bit late.
Tony's too good for us.
Yeah.
Tony's too good for us.
That's right. I wonder what he's doing right now. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Another day, another 1K likes. You're the best. Thanks.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, indeed. Are you on a lockout? Not sure what that means. You mean I'm shut down? No, I'm not shut down. I can trade still. I just don't see any opportunities right now. I have some orders to get short Facebook and get short Apple, but I'm almost 100% guaranteed that these orders are not gonna get kicked into any point today. So I might have to bring my orders down, and if I have to bring my orders down, I'm just not going to take the trade. I'm just not going to take the trade. Like, I'd much rather just sit on my hands than move my orders down, because I like my price, and my price is my price. That is exactly how I work. So if either they give me my trade at where I want it, or I don't want it. When Tony Pepperoni, when Rug, that's a pretty lovely name. When Rug, question mark, when Lambo, when Rug. Yeah, you know, when Rug, I guess we're in the rug mode right now. Obviously the markets got rugged by Jay Powell not too long ago, and the market's getting ready to get rugged again by Jay Powell in the next Fed meeting probably. If he says, you know, last meeting he said 0.75 off the table. If he says 0.75 is on the table again, this market already crashed. It's gonna crash even more. So you know, we're just worried. We're all scared. With the last 1 minute left in the market movers today, we just want to wrap it up by saying, you know, thank you for all the love and support you guys have shown us. Let's see what Miss V did this week today, because we didn't get to talk to Miss V about weekend. What did you do?
Honestly, I spent so much time with my dog. So
yeah.
We were playing, we were walking for so long. I got him out of the leash for the first time. He found a best friend, another multiple. So we spent like so much time in the park, and I was so proud because like when other dogs come, he runs away, and I'm like, Lulu, and he runs towards me. So I was very happy for that.
How's the training going?
It's going.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you
well,
training him
he's
still at
growing.
home?
Yeah, I do,
Good.
and he gets better. And again, I can feel that more time I spend with him, better he gets.
Yeah.
So after the weekend, when I spend all my time with him,
Nice.
he's like, you know, my little tail now. Where
Yeah.
I go, he will go after me.
Is he more mama's girl or dadda's girl?
Mama's girl.
Mama's girl.
Mama's
Mama's
boy.
boy.
Mama's
boy.
Oh, yeah.
That's cute. All right. Well, Miss V, you want to wrap it off?
Absolutely, guys. So maybe tomorrow we will find out how was your weekend, Brad. And we love you. Have fun. Still 2 hours left until the close today. So, guys, I wish you profits. I will see you later. And enjoy your trading as usual. We'll see you tomorrow at 11 p.m. Пока-пока.
Пока-пока.
Hey guys, welcome to the close. Couple hours left on a pretty interesting Monday here. We're back to the upside currently, but running into a little bit of resistance currently for the S&P 500. If you are joining us for the first time, welcome. We do this every single day. The market is